Good time of day, be it morning, afternoon, or night. My name is Username here, and welcome to Sid Meier's Civilization 5 for this special, well, holiday special. Let's go with that. There's a very funny story about something that has happened here before this video. So, remember when I made the Mega Rant? About a month after that, I tried to make a Mega Rant director's cut, and then it went fine. It went okay. It went fine. You know, I was just essentially a video of me watching the Mega Rant. That's what it was. That's how it works. And then I would pause it and talk about things and things about the design and things about all that sort of stuff. And it was good and great, and I was going to upload it, but it turns out at the end it was 4.5 hours long. So, frick. So, I chose not to upload that for two reasons. One, it was 4.5 hours long, so no one would watch it anyway. And two, even if I wanted to make it, then, when I tried to put all the video files into my editing software, it would crash the editing software, so that's kind of a bust. So, yeah, that never happened. I still could technically make something like that, but I would have to resist the urge to pause it constantly, because the Mega Rant is already itself an hour long. So, you know. And then, later on, the second attempt for me to make a special video, because I've wanted to make a special for a while, now that I'm done with all the frickin' garbage with Watch Dogs 2, and that's basically, you know, that game is put to bed on my channel, essentially, for now, for the time being. The second thing I did was I made another video that was just me playing a bunch of games I like. You know, a bunch of games that I really enjoy, you know, not the fricking open world games that I usually play. And I mean, there was Just Cause 1 in that video, because I like Just Cause 1. But generally it was just like, I'm going to play games I like instead of Watch Dogs 2. And what ended up happening with that one is I recorded it, I played maybe 7 or 8 different games, I just, you know, hung out, talked about them, talked about stuff. See, the thing is with that is that in the Mega Rant, I talked about how I would love to play games on my channel that I really like, but I don't think they would turn into really good content. I don't think they would be entertaining or interesting for people. And then in this second special video, which was done after the Mega Rant Director's Cut that was canceled, the special video, I just played a bunch of those games, and I demonstrated sort of why they wouldn't really be good, or they wouldn't make very good, or they wouldn't make for very good content, or they wouldn't make for very good YouTube series. And then, so I did that, and it was just a fine video, and it was really fun, and it was enjoyable, and I made it, and it was 3.5 hours long, and it crashed my editing software. So, that's the second attempt that didn't really quite work out too well. And the third attempt was on Christmas Day, 2 days ago. Today's the 28th, that means 27th, 26th, 25th, yeah, sure, today's Thursday, it was Monday. And then I made a Christmas special on Monday, and that one was only about 2 hours long, which is actually decently reasonable. I do have some videos on my channel that are roughly 2 hours long. But the problem with that one is I just started trying to edit it just now, and I copied all the files over the past few days, so it was already kind of pointless. It was a Christmas special recorded on Christmas that wasn't getting uploaded on Christmas. And I copied all the files over because it was like 500 gigs for 2 hours of Halo. It was Halo, by the way. And then I put it in my editing software, and I started editing it, and I thought, I'm not really liking the way this is coming out, considering it's 3 days after Christmas, even though the gameplay was fun, the Halo stuff was fun, the stuff I was talking about was fun, all that stuff was fun. And then I happened upon a clip of the, I happened upon one of the raw video files, one of the clips that ultimately become the videos once they're all edited together. That one had no microphone sound in it. So, that was like a good 7 minutes or so lost, and I think people generally wouldn't care that much, but at that point I was like, you know what, just whatever, who cares? So I deleted that one as well. So, with all of that said, here we are at attempt 4 for me to make a special, essentially, for me to make a special video. And we are going to do that here, ladies and gentlemen. On this lovely December 28th, Merry Christmas everyone, I am just going to play some Sid Meier's Civilization 5 because this is one of my favorite games of all time. It quite literally changed my life in certain ways, and I've never played it on my channel essentially, except one time in 2018 and sometimes before then. So, we're going to play the game, and we're going to do something very fun. We're going to play on Hut Seat because I want to have a relaxing game, and by relaxing I mean no AI opponents. And you can achieve that by, I'll show you, you can achieve that by playing in Hut Seat because you can set each player to be human, and the way it works is that Well, it's like a hot seat, hence the name. It's everyone playing Civ 5 on the same machine. You know, player 1 goes and then leaves the room, and then player 2 comes in and plays on the same machine. But the side effect of this is that you can play all sides of a conflict, which is very fun. I sometimes like to do this when I don't really feel like having computer opponents, and I just kind of want to relax and, you know, build cities and build an empire and fight barbarians and stuff, and I did that before. So, I'm going to set the city-states down to 1 because I hate city-states, but I noticed that if you set them to 1, then they tend to... Hang on, if I host game, we can go back. No, they're still at 1. Hang on. Yeah, this is all my random stuff. The continents is fine. There's some maps in here. These are some continents maps I generate. Illumia is a fantasy world, by the way. Illumia is a... Don't worry about that. That's like a fantasy world that I have. Map size, let's go with huge, because why not? It defaults to 24 up there. Game pace quick is fine. Ancient era is... Well, you know what? Sure, why not? I usually like to play in the information era. That's my preference. But the ancient era is better for this sort of stuff because you get more of the sort of, you know, medieval fantasy-ish-esque exploring a planet sort of thing. Because if you start in the information era, then you can just get the satellites technology, which reveals the whole map, and, like, what's the point of that? That's no fun. So, if this were any other scenario, if this were any other context of me playing Civ 5, I would play in the information era. But for this, for just fighting barbarians and relaxing and building an empire, I'm actually going to start in the ancient era. World age, I believe this affects how rough the terrain is. I believe 3 billion years is more mountains and 5 billion is less. So let's go for 3. I like having plenty of mountains. Cool temperature. Rainfall is wet. Sea level is high. I believe rainfall affects how many jungles there are, that sort of thing. Temperature affects how cold it is, so how far down in terms of how far towards the equator the tundra starts, that sort of thing. Rainfall, cool, wet, high. Resources abundant, because yes. No victory types, because screw victory types. No one likes victory. Here's a fun fact about this game, by the way. So time victory, if you've never played this game, you don't know what this game is. Time victory means everyone has a score, and whoever has the highest score at the end of the game wins. That's boring. Everyone turns that off. Everyone, like, the community collectively agrees time victory is stupid. No one plays with it. Science is reach the end of the tech tree first, so it's a tech tree race. That's this. This affects where you start in the tech tree, which era you start in. Science affects, it's just a tech tree race, pretty much. Domination is just kill everyone, eliminate everyone else in the game. Well, domination is take everyone's capital in the game, technically. So if the opponent has a giant empire, but you snatch their capital, you win anyway, even though they still have the giant empire, because this game has a keep playing after you've won feature. So, yeah, domination is kind of... It makes sense in concept. In execution, it's kind of stupid. In cultural, that's just like some sort of complicated thing with the expansion pack. You have to, like... Every nation has, like, a culture output, and they can influence other nations with their culture, and I believe the first person to influence every other nation wins that one. Diplomatic is you use the World Congress, which is essentially the United Nations of Civ 5, and you get voted in as the leader of the world, and that's how you win diplomatic. Anyway, these are all dumb and stupid, so I'm going to leave all 5 of them off. And something really cool in this game, you can have all the victories turned off and still play. It doesn't block you from playing if you have... It does not block you from playing if there's no victories turned off. Also, if there's multiple civs and each other one is eliminated besides you, then you still win. It's different from domination because domination is just take their capital, but standard no victories still has the victory type of eliminate every other civ completely, which is nice. This is a turn-based game, so max turn... Yeah, frick you, max turns. Turn timer... Am I some kind of fricking anarchist? This I've never really turned on. Complete kills I like to turn on. This is essentially the opposite of short game from Command & Conquer. Complete kills means, in order to be eliminated from the game, a player must have all of his cities and units destroyed. Yeah, so that's, I like having complete kills on. It does mean that sometimes you kill off an entire enemy country, and then there's like one submarine hiding in the Arctic somewhere that you have to go find in order to actually remove them from the game. So there's that. Disable start bias is fun. Disable start bias disables matching civilizations to certain map conditions. Starts will be totally random, yeah. So as an example, like, all the countries in this game, some of them have start biases. So if you're playing as Russia, then you have a tundra start bias, which means you're more likely to start in the frozen north of the map. Or Polynesia is most likely to start on the coast. Or the Iroquois is likely to start in forests, that sort of thing. This just turns those off so it's completely random, so you can play as Russia and start in a desert. So, World Congress. Oh, this is actually a mod, I think. This one is a mod. This one. So, this game is modded, actually. What you're currently looking at is modded, even though, I haven't gone into the actual mod menu. What you're looking at, here, I'll prove it. That's not the Civ 5 menu music. The game is modded at the files level. So, the game is modded at the files level. I made a couple of tweaks to my game at the files level. The first tweak is that I changed the menu music because I don't like the vanilla Civ 5 menu music. And so I changed it to that. It's like a Game of Thrones theme remix. Also, there's this. In fact, I don't have to do that. There's this as well. So, in the advanced game options, you like how I trip over myself with ADHD talking about different things and explaining different things? So, all these game options, except the World Congress, those are the default. If you bought the game right now, you would see all these minus the World Congress one. There are extra ones in the game that are fully in the game and functional, but they're set to hidden. So you go to a file, you change a number in, like, Notepad from 0 to 1, and that enables it. And I've enabled on the game files level the disable World Congress feature because I hate the World Congress. And we're going to keep that on, right? I have to go through all this stuff again because I backed out. Random seed, that's like unimportant. Ancient ruins, that's like special crates in an RTS game. We're going to keep them on. No barbarians, that removes the neutral units. We're going to keep them on. No city raising is kind of boring. You kind of need to be able to raise cities because sometimes they start in stupid locations and there's a radius around cities that you can't put another city in, so people can't just put cities everywhere on the map. No espionage, doesn't matter. There's no other enemies. One city challenge, that's unimportant. That's a thing some people do. This one is funny. Quick combat and quick movement means if you click a unit and you move it to another tile, if you have quick movement turned on, it teleports there. There's no animation. If you have quick combat turned on, same thing, but for combat animations. And, like, the problem with this is that if you press next turn, the entire turn happens in an instant, and you don't know what happened because you're not seeing the animations. So if the animations are turned on, when something happens in combat, the game will send the camera over there to show you what's happening in the animation, but it doesn't do that if these are turned on. So you end up in a situation where you go from, playing the game to in an instant half your army is gone, and you don't know why or where anything is. And that's funny. Raging Barbarians just turns the Barbarians up to be a lot higher. That is fair, I would say, because we're playing only with Barbarians. So these are some DLCs and stuff. Yeah, we'll have the expansions. We'll have all the different civs and stuff. Anyway, let me do all this again. City-states, none. Frick you. I'll have continents. Map size is huge. Sure, why not? Get out of here. Quick. Ancient eras. Fine. That 3 billion years. Cool. Wet. High. Abundant resources. Doop, 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 doop. Complete kills is fine. Disable World Congress is fine. How about no start bias? Because that's fun. Why not? New random seed. And all this stuff. Looks good. Okay. Nice. Now, I believe if I hit host game and I go back... Yeah, the city states are back up at 24. That's a multiplayer glitch that happens occasionally, where, like, if you set the city states to 0, it will flick it back up to the map default of 24. So, I could have one, maybe, just out there somewhere. You know what? Sure, why not? If I have one, then it'll effectively be none, and eventually I'll be able to show you, like, bigger, more, better combat if we find them in any reasonable amount of time. So the plan for this video is really just, I'm gonna just play a little bit of Civ 5 and relax and chill here on this December 28th and talk about random stuff. Like Civ 5, this game that I love, that I don't really ever play on my channel. Nope, please, thank you. Alright. I'm gonna play on Chieftain because that's a fine difficulty for this. I'll play with random as well. These are all the leaders. There's a lot of them. I think there's about 42, maybe, in that. And this one will be a human on Team 2, also on Chieftain. This is interesting. If 2 people play on different difficulties, then it affects the difficulties on a per-player basis. So if I were to go with this setup, then if this AI opponent spawns next to this person, then they will have Chieftain difficulty rules applied to them. And, if the AI spawns near the player 2 who's playing on Deity the max, then they will have Deity rules applied to them. So it will be like a Deity AI. It's a per AI basis, which is neat. So if I'm on Chieftain, then everything is going to be all the same. Alright, I'm random. Other players random. And let's hit it. I'm playing as... I'm Brazil. Oh god, oh man, I'm going to Brazil. It's a meme. Excellent. Hi, Brazil. I didn't catch what the other one was. I guess we'll find out. So, this is Civ 5. One of my favorite games of all time. I'll explain more once we get into the game. Alright, player 1. I'm Brazil. I'm next to a river. Okay. This is actually kind of good. So, this is like heresy. You're not supposed to do this in Civ 5, but I'm going to go ahead and find the mouth of this river. Which way is this river flowing? It's going that way. I'm going to go settle on the mouth of this river. Usually, you would want to settle the instant you start the game, but there's no one really here, so that doesn't matter. Alright, Assyria. The other guy got Assyria. And here's what I'm going to do, which is magic. I'm going to delete this other player. Excellent. Oh no, I lost. Now it's just me as Brazil. Nice. And I can play a nice relaxing game of me alone, all on my own. Beautiful. There's some barbarians out there, and there might be one city-state somewhere. Ah, here we go. Here's the river. Ooh, there's another one up there. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Should I put it up there? Oh no, here, I'm gonna do something magical. I'm gonna save the game. Oh yeah, Frixie. Yeah, here's me doing some other barbarian stuff. That's very funny. Hang on. Let's go with December 28th game. That's fine. Here's all the hot seat save files I have. There's a bunch of me just playing against barbarians. And this was related to a certain civ. And yeah, this is me being very frustrated about the glitch that occurs where if you set it down to 0 city-states, it flicks back up to 24, so you have to set it to 1. So you can't play with purely off city-states, which kind of sucks. Also, I saved the game in case a barbarian shows up and decides to eat this settler. Because I want to see what's up here before I settle. There's a ruin over there. That's nice. Maybe I'll just want to start up here. Let's see. Let's find out. The reason I'm like this is because I'm very, specific about where I put my cities and stuff. You know what I mean? I'm a little bit, tiny bit obsessive with that, sort of. So. I also want to know what's up there. Hang on. What's up here? Nothing too fancy. So we got this option as that. I'm going to load the game again. Here's an example, by the way, of what I was talking about in those previous videos of why I don't play a lot of these games on my channel that much, and I usually stick to open world games. That's because open world games generally make for a better, I would say, content experience. They're good for, I would say they're good for the viewer. Maybe not necessarily for me. I don't have the most fun playing them necessarily all the time. But if I were to play games that I actually really love and enjoy, such as this one, a strategy game, then I would be, really obsessive and, picky and finicky with this sort of stuff. So, do I want to put my city up there on that river mouth, or do I want to put it in here? You know what? I think I'll put it in here, because it's nice and cradled by these 4 mountains. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to load the game, so I can get those turns back, and then we're going to be all set. Yeah. Alright, so now I will begin talking about Civ 5. And about how fun it is. And I'm Brazil. It's just funny that I'm Brazil. Of all the civs I expected to have, I don't suppose that was really one of them. Anyway, found city. Alright, here we go. So, this is Sid Meier's Civilization 5. Oh wait, something else I should do is save game, save map. Beautiful. YouTube map. Nice. That's a beautiful, that's an amazing feature of this game. If you pick or choose, what was I even trying to say there? I think I was trying to say press and pick at the same time and it came out. Never mind. If you press save map, then now all the map data for this entire map that's out here is now saved as a file, so I can play on it whenever I want now. You have to do that at the beginning of the game because these jungles and forests and stuff are considered features that can be removed on the map, and if you save the map then those are removed. So as an example, I saved the map as is when I generated it, except for this one tile here that had a forest or something, or a jungle on it. that is now gone. If I were to load a new game on that map and come over to this spot, there would be no jungle there because that's gone because I removed it with my city. So, this is Civ 5. The point of Civ 5 is you just build an empire. You found cities using the settler unit, which I had. You start with one settler in the information era, and then you go to a city. You choose production. We can build a monument for culture, which affects how fast our border grows, or we can build military units. So, there's a bunch of ruins everywhere, and there's also barbarians. So I'm going to pick a warrior. Most people would pick scout so they can get ruins faster. And I definitely understand the appeal of doing that, but I found that people also lose their scouts a lot, and I would rather have warriors so I can kill whatever barbarian encampments that I run into. And this is a warrior, it's a unit. And this is also a ruin. I'm just like thinking, you know, where do I begin with this? Where do I begin in terms of what to talk about? So, yeah, it's a strategy game. It's a hex-based, turn-based strategy game, as you can tell. You build cities, you build units, you conquer other people's cities, you do all that stuff. There's all this stuff up here. Let's talk about these things. So science, so research, my god, I'm tripping over myself. Freaking ADHD, ladies and gentlemen. I'm also going to turn down the audio just a little bit so I can hear myself. Well, actually, you know what, 100% is fine. That's okay. That's alright. So, to start, research. Science gives you progress towards your text. This is the tech tree, and over here you can see there's like tanks, and where's the T-34? Here's the T-34. Here's a giant walker. Here's a B-2 stealth bomber, most broken thing in the game. And then, you know, you go through all this tech tree, and your science affects how much you get, how fast you get these. Like, this costs 29 science. We have 4 science per turn right now, so we're going to get this in 8 turns. Yeah, I'll do a religious start. There's no one else here, but I'll do a religious start. The next up is gold. That's your economy. Obviously, you use that to maintain things, and you can also, this is an alternate form of building something. You can either produce things with each turn, or you can purchase them. That gets them instantly, but it costs money. So we don't have any money right now. So, and what else? Oh yeah, production. Production is the same thing as science, but it affects how fast you get these. So we currently have 5 production. A warrior costs 26 production, so we're going to get it in 6 turns. You'll also notice we have these tile yields here. I'm getting 2 production from the city center, and I'm getting 3 food and 2 food from this bananas resource, and this city resource. Food affects how much it grows. And the more citizens you have, the more tiles you can work. So as in, I'm getting, this is a lot of information, I'm so sorry to bombard you. So, this tile would give me 3 food if I had a citizen work it. So I'm doing that. And it makes a new citizen grow, which means I can then work this tile and this tile. So if I wanted the warrior to build faster, I would pick this tile to work. But now the city is not getting any food because this banana isn't being worked. But we're getting more production, so this is now down to 4 turns. And yeah. So I'm going to leave it back on default, which is work the bananas, which is good because you want more people. So yeah, those are the city-based resources of food and production. You need those for growth and for producing things. Science is how much this city is generating in science, and that's gold. Those are trade routes. There's no other people on the map, so that really doesn't really matter. Happiness is pretty self-explanatory. The more cities you have, the more unhappy people get. It's sort of like a city cap. Happiness sort of functions as a city cap. The more cities you have, the more unhappy people get. The more conquering you do, the more unhappy people you annex into your empire. That sort of thing. This is Golden Age progress. You get that, I believe, from, what does it say? Excess happiness. So if you're really happy, you get Golden Ages, which give you bonuses such as production and culture. And then this is culture. This is the currency used to get social policies, which give you bonuses for your empire. So honor here gives you military bonuses. This gives you expansion bonuses. This gives you development bonuses. Piety makes your religion better. And then tourism, that's unimportant. There's no other people here. That has to do with the cultural victory. And then faith. Faith is your religion currency. So if I start getting faith, then I will be able to eventually found a pantheon and then found a religion for extra bonuses. Generally, a lot of this stuff it's not really, if you fail or neglect all this stuff, you don't lose anything. You just lose the benefits of having them. It's sort of one of those games where these things give you bonuses. They don't, like, They don't make you fail to not have, well, I mean, gold kind of. Well, I mean, obviously, if you're slower at getting these things, then other people are going to have more bonuses than you. But besides that, also, yeah, happiness, if it gets negative, you get penalties. But besides that, it's pretty much all good. Anyway, now that all that stuff is settled, and I explained that I am going to go for religious start, that's because archery is good for an early military start. You get an archer. You get the archer, which is a ranged unit. Animal husbandry is good for revealing horses or whatever and all that stuff. Pottery is what gives you the shrine, which is the first building you can get that gives you faith. So I'm going to get that so I can get a religion really fast because that's what I like to do. I'm also going to get this ruin over here. Ancient ruins just give you random bonuses. They're like crates in Red Alert 2. You pick them up and you get something random and fun. In this case, I got a crudely drawn map which outlines the surrounding area, which is quite possibly one of the worst ones because I could have gotten that one anyway. Nice. But at least I can see that there's another river way up here and another ruin up here, so I'll go get that one. Nice. Now just run over and get that one. Alright. Early game is very early and relaxing. That's why I like to play in the early game sometimes. Rio de Janeiro has a new person here, so now this tile is being worked, but now this tile is also being worked. Excellent. Let's see if we get any luckier with this. Oh, mining! I got a free tech. You've discovered mining. Discovered in the ruins of the secrets of an advanced technology. So now I have mining now. Yeah, down here I just have mining now. Excellent, that's a pretty good one. That means I'm going to be a little faster on that. Alright, my second warrior is about to finish building as well. I'm just going to look around, see what we got going on around here. Alright. Yeah, this is Civ 5. This is one of my favorite games of all time that basically essentially changed my life. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, looks good. Like I said, I'm very picky about where I put my cities because these cities, they have a 3 hex radius around them as to where you cannot put other cities. So if we go over here, then that means this radius roughly where my mouse is. I don't know if you can see my mouse, but here, I'll use this. This radius around here essentially is where I cannot put another city because it would be too close to Rio de Janeiro. You have cases of like, if there's an island and there's a city in the wrong spot on the island, then the island can't have a coastal city to build ships. And, or like, if there was a city here on this forest right here, and if there was another one, 1, 2, 3, and if there was another one, like here on this hill or something, then you couldn't put one on the river mouth to get the unique river-based buildings, like the watermill, that sort of thing. So, for that reason, I'm kind of picky with cities, which is another reason why I'm kind of, usually a little bit picky when it comes to this sort of stuff. Another reason why I'm picky in Civ 5, another reason why I don't think it would make a very good series. Alright, we got pottery. Wow. I just realized I started building this monument and then got the shrine, so I'm going to now switch to the shrine. Well done. I'm also going to queue up the monument because the production for it saves, by the way. So I put some production into that, but that's saved now, so I can finish the shrine and then go back to the monument, which is still going to take 4 turns, which is convenient. And new research. Alright, next up for my religious rush, I'm going to get a calendar for Stonehenge, which is a wonder that gives you tons of faith. And I will explain what a wonder is when I start building it. Now I just got 2 warriors, and I'm just going to go look around and see what we got going on around this area. Have a little fun. Ooh, there's a nice little lake down here. Is this an inland sea? Oh, am I on an inland sea? I really hope not. Doesn't look good. That happens a lot. That happens sometimes. You'll have a coastal start like this, and you'll think, like, oh, it's cool, and then you'll find out that it turns out the land loops around, and this is just a little sea. Which would be really depressing if that were the case. I would really dislike that. Ooh, we found the barbarians. Alright, I'm going to take up a position on this hill. And then we can talk about the combat. Here's a nice spot for a city. Oh, we got a policy. Alright. Honor improves the effectiveness of one's army in a variety of ways. Adopting honor gives a plus 33% combat bonus versus barbarians, and notifications will be provided when new barbarian encampments spawn in revealed territory. Gain culture for the empire from each barbarian killed. I will take it. In other contexts, you might want something else, like liberty or tradition. But in this case, when we're purely fighting barbarians, we kind of need that. So. Also, next turn, it should give me a notification. Ooh, they're attacking me! Yeah, so here's the animation that we talked about. So they're attacking me. They just took massive damage because I have a bonus against them. And because they tried to attack me while I was on a hill. So now I'm going to attack them back and beat them up. This is how this game's combat works. It's a hex-based, turn-based system. I could either move there or I could attack them, and I will attack them. We have managed to successfully kill them, and we are all good. We have defeated the barbarians. And that gave me 5 experience for this unit and 8 culture. So we're going to get another policy next turn because of that. Nice. There's another ruin. I'll take that. That also means there is an encampment down here somewhere. I'm going to go find it. If I move this unit on this hill, that means I will have a much higher sight radius. There it is down there. Alright. Let's go up and get this ruin. Adopt a new policy. This one should... we'll go for this one. Extra strength for melee units which have another military unit in an adjacent tile. So I don't want to attack that right now because it's fortified. You see how his icon is shaped like a shield? That's because he's fortified and would take less damage. So I want to heal this guy to full, maybe bring the other warrior down before I work on killing that. Oh, you found cultural artifacts which on your citizens. You've received 13 culture. Nice. We're getting piles of culture here. So I could kill it now, probably, if I healed. But I don't really want to. I will let him fortify until healed. All units can heal themselves when... Every unit has 100 health, and if they take damage, they can just fortify until healed, which means they just sit there until they're healed back up to full. There we go, we got some health back now. There's another barbarian up here, right? Same as before, take this hill, and if he attacks me, yay. He is not. I got the calendar now. Right back over here. Usually the barbarians don't attack you a lot. I mean, they do, as you saw on that hill, but that was only because he didn't have anywhere else to go. Usually the barbarians just kind of run around and don't usually attack people necessarily. Next up, let's go for archery because we got a couple of encampments around here that we have to deal with. Also, this does look like an inland sea, so I'm very depressed. I should point that out. I am very depressed. This guy's got enough health. Let's make sure that this is an inland sea. It'd be really sad if it is. In fact, let's just go down this way because I'll find the encampment and also find out if this is an inland sea. All right. All right. We got the tech. We got what's it called? Calendar. We got calendar, which gives us Stonehenge. That is a wonder. A wonder is a building that only one player in the game can have. You'll notice if I do that and I try to queue up another one, only one allowed in the world. Very famous, notorious mechanic in this game, where if someone builds a wonder before you, you can't build that wonder anymore. But I'm the only person in the game, so it doesn't matter. That's how wonders work. Wonders give you a lot of bonuses. There's a barbarian there. Wonders gives you a lot of really powerful bonuses, but you have to win a race in order to get them. And someone else might get them before you. Ooh, we got a Pantheon as well. Nice. What else is down here? Hill right there. It does look like this is an inland hill. I'm depressed. Maybe this ruin will give me something cool. Ah, I got extra faith. Nice. Cool. Even though I have a Pantheon now. So, now that we have enough faith, I can find a Pantheon. And a Pantheon gives me a bunch of random stuff here. These are all just random extra bonuses you can get. What should I get here? I should also check my time. Hang on. I'm at a half hour already. By the way, pressing F9 opens this screen, so every time I break up the recording, you're going to see that. Big deal. I'm at a half hour already, and I'm thinking to myself, is this really what I want to do for my December 28th special? Because I've had like 3 different attempts for something like that, and now I'm, like I said, like I mentioned. Hang on, let me pick this first. Extra culture from shrines. I usually like to go with faith healers because it's good for military, because it says you heal more if you're next to a friendly city, but that also counts for a city that you've just conquered in a war. So if you conquer a city, then it's your city, so it counts as a friendly city. So your entire army that just took it can heal on the fly, so that's really useful. But there's obviously no one around here, so I'm probably maybe not going to pick that. God of the Sea, God of Craftsmen, God King. I'm genuinely sitting here wondering, like, what to do here. Oh, extra food for banana, citrus, and wheat resource, which is neat, because we started with a banana over here. Well, we actually technically started over here, but I moved. So, see what else we got. Culture from jungle, maybe? No, but you can remove jungle, technically, so we might just lose that outright. Might just lose the bonus for that. Roof caps. You know, maybe a faster food growth rate sounds useful. If I'm just gonna chill and just make an empire, then I guess maybe extra growth rate might be good. So I'm leaning that. Maybe culture from shrines is good as well, but I mean, like, I can just build buildings to give me culture. The monument gives me culture, so we don't really need that. Yeah, I'll go with fertility rates. That barely brought that down. This was 12 turns to get a new citizen, and now this was 13, now it's 12. Alright. Anyway, now that that's picked, I will mention what I was going to mention. I genuinely am now having second thoughts about this video because, like I said, I love these games. I absolutely love these games, but I just kind of feel like they don't really make for very good content. I guess because the thing with these sorts of strategy games, especially this one, which is turn-based, is that they fluctuate when it comes to pacing and whatnot. Each city with a garrison increases the local... Actually, let's go with piety to make my faith better. Oh, adopting piety allows you to build shrines and temples in half the usual time. That would have been useful earlier. Actually, that's fine. I'll be able to build more shrines around the place anyway. Yeah, I'll go with piety. Piety's handy. People usually think religion is like crappy, but no, I enjoy playing a religious game and having religion. It's useful. Nice, I got the archer now. I can research something else. Maybe writing for more tech masonry for this. Don't worry, I'll go back to what I was saying in a second. I did remember that. How about sailing? Because it gives you the workboat, and there's a literal fish resource here that would give me food. But I need a workboat for that. Alright. And what was I saying? Right. So, yeah, the thing I think I went into detail over. The thing I went into detail about, the enemy's been spotted near Rio. Oh, yeah, that's fine. So, here's the thing about barbarians. They're very weak. Cities are hugely, massively fortified. They have huge health bars. They have a range attack. They can defend themselves. Barbarians can walk in here and destroy tile improvements, but I don't have any tile improvements, so it doesn't matter. So I don't care that he's here. If he gets near the city, then he's just going to take piles of damage. And there's nothing he can come in here and destroy anyway. I mean, I guess he can stop the citizens working that, but that's not really that big a deal, I don't think. How much food are we getting? Yeah, we're getting enough food. It's fine. That's not really that big a deal. Also, there's a hidden stipulation in the difficulty level that they can't actually enter the player's borders until a certain turn. On Settler, it's 10,000, so effectively never. Because usually games go for about 400, maybe 1,000 turns. I'm being generous by saying 1,000 turns. Usually, games don't go for more than 1,000 turns, so turn 10,000 is effectively never. But on Chieftain, which I set it at, the stipulation, they can't enter your borders until turn 60, so we're about 40 turns away from that, so he can't even enter my borders if he wanted to, because the difficulty level says no. Anyway, now back to what I was... There's the encampment, by the way. Also, one extra thing to talk about before I get back to what I was talking about strategy games and YouTube, because while I'm tripping over myself, oh my god. So, as you can see, we were baited. We were fooled. Turns out we are on an inland sea here, a little inland lake. But I'm not actually that upset about it this time because of this right here. So, ground units can only go on the ground. Sea units can only go on the sea, obviously. But sea units can also go into a city. A city becomes passable by both sea and land units if it's on the coast. And what that means is that if you have a land formation like this, if you put a city here, that means it can work effectively as a canal. People call it canal cities. So a sea unit would be able to exit this inland sea and go out to the, I assume this is the actual ocean. So, if there was like, if this tile right here, this one that I'm highlighting with the red, if that one was land, then you would not be able to put a canal city here, then I would be upset. But there's a canal city possibility here, so I'm not that upset about it. Normally I would be. I'm a little upset, but it doesn't mean that any C units would be locked. Anyway, now that that's all done, these guys have linked up. I can probably go beat up this guy, and I'll beat up this one later as well. You know what? I'll just put him on this hill, and then I'll let him heal, and then let this guy come down, and then we'll go ahead and beat up this encampment. Now that I'm done talking about all that, I will at long last talk about the strategy game thing. Now this guy 4 finds him healed. Now we just kind of wait for him to heal and them to get together and for Rio to finish building Stonehenge. Alright? Now, anyway. Now I'll finally talk about the strategy game thing. Oh, that's an archer. So the way the barbarians work is the barbarians can only build units based on what civilizations have. So in this case, since I researched archery, I now have the archer, which means barbarian archers can now spawn. So they just got one over there. That's not a big deal, though, because as you can see here, civilizations get a 70% bonus against barbarians by default, and I also have an extra 33%, so it's now fully a 93% bonus because of honor. So if this archer moved this tile, I would wipe the floor with it. So, also, obviously, archers are a ranged unit, and typically in strategy games, ranged units are worse than melee units. So, like, a frontline tank in an RTS game is going to be a lot stronger and have better armor than, like, the artillery self-propelled gun in the back. And that is the same as true for this. I'll just let him stay here on alert. That means don't talk to me, essentially, unless you see an enemy. That's essentially just he refrains from taking action this turn. But not the next one. It's on a per-turn basis. Then he's just walking around. Alert again. I'm there. Now, if I can finally talk about what I was talking about. So, yes. Are you having fun listening to me and enjoying my words here? Because I certainly hope so. I just realized we're not getting as much money as we could be. I can fix that. That's fine. That's from, I got unit maintenance and building maintenance, because there's, like, no money here. You will see there's no money here. There would usually be money, but there's no money. I can probably fix that by getting market, which is somewhere. Where's the market? There's the market. If I research currency, I get a building that can just give me gold. So there's that. Or I could just find another city. Well, the reason this is giving me gold at all is because of the palace. This only represents that this is your capital. It gives you 3 gold. Yeah, so I guess I just kind of got screwed in that regard. Yeah, yeah. So this ivory here, this elephant, this is a luxury resource, and if I had put my city here, I would have gotten that, and it would have given me some money to work it, but I didn't, so now I have no money, essentially. I'm getting 1 gold per turn. That's not great. There's citrus and bananas over here. So yeah, that'd be a really good canal city up there to take. Alright, this guy walked in front of me, so we're going to go ahead and wipe the floor with him now. I'm also going to put this guy here because it means this guy gets a bonus for, it means this guy gets an extra bonus for flanking and for having an adjacent friendly unit because of this that I got. So, this is how the game strategy works, pretty much. It's a hex-based, turn-based strategy game. And you get bonuses for having different units in different places. And I'm going to let her rip now. And you can tell by this tile got revealed over here that we killed it even before the animation finishes. There you go, there goes that archer. Nice, we got it. And now that I have 2 warriors, I can probably clear out this encampment and secure this area down here. I just realized there's gold here as well. That's neat. Maybe I should try to grab that. 1, 2, 3. I think I'll put a city here on this grassland. That way it can, that way C units would be able to go into these 2 tiles, which is also neat. It's got wheat for food, it's got sheep for production, and gold down there to get me some money. So yes, I think after Stonehenge finishes here, I will queue up a settler for that. But the settler will need to be defended by one of these warriors, but hopefully by the time the settler is actually finished building, these warriors will be back here ready to defend it. Also, we got a promotion. When units get enough experience, they get promotions. Promotions are just extra bonuses. So shock is good for fighting in open terrain, like up here this is open terrain. And drill is good for fighting in rough terrain. All this is rough terrain, so we're going to go for rough terrain. Let's across here. Oh, there's a ruin down there. Okay. Nice. I'll go there. I'll grab that ruin after healing, and then we'll go ahead and attack the barbarian encampment. This thing? Right. Experience does that. I got sailing, so that means I need to get the workboat out at some point. I believe workboats, you know what? How much does a workboat cost to just buy it? Too much. Never mind. I'll pass on that. How many turns? A lot. Alright. That's alright. One turn until a new citizen is born. Each citizen costs 2 food, by the way. So, I can't just, like, exponentially grow, because every citizen... Like, this citizen is being self-sufficient by working this, but, so this tile is net even. We're not getting anything extra from that. I believe the city is, yeah, automatically work for free. So all the food we're actually getting... So this tile here, this one, and this one are just self-sufficient, so they don't even count. The only surplus of food we're getting is from the city and from this tile here. So we need to get the workboat out, and we need to get a plantation on these bananas to increase the yield of that, the tile yield of that. But we can't do that until Stonehenge finishes. Actually, I'm not in a race or anything, so I could always just get the workboat out now. Sure, why not? Yep. Alright, what else we got? Animal husbandry. I suppose I'll get that because it unlocks the pasture you need for those sheep. Maybe bronze? No, because if I get bronze working, the barbarians will be able to spawn spearmen. We don't want that just yet. Optics allows the land units to embark. That might be handy for getting the settler over here eventually pretty fast. Masonry for walls, maybe. Those embassies. I'm putting way too much thought into this. It doesn't really matter that much. Let's go with animal husbandry. Why not? Anyway, if I may finally now talk about what I've been trying to talk about for like the past 20 freaking minutes. There are a lot of games, and I talked about this in the first attempt at this special video, the Mega Rant Director's Cut, and I talked about this in the second attempt at the video, which is just me playing a bunch of games. This is why I don't really make series out of these games, even though these are my favorite games and I love them, because as much as I play open world games on my channel a lot, like I have Red Faction and Just Cause and Mercenaries, and I play those games on my channel mostly, and like recently I've gone into a little bit of GTA and a little bit of Watch Dogs with the Law Enforcement Chronicles, that sort of thing. Even though this is kind of an open world game channel, the truth is I don't like open world games that much. They're maybe number 7 or 8, the lower numbers of my top 10 favorite game genres. My actual favorite games are things like this. Civilization 5 is one of my favorite games of all time. Command & Conquer is just the holy god that I pray to. Every night I go to bed and I pray to Lewis Castle and Brett Sperry, the co-founders of Westwood Studios. And, yeah, but the thing with all those games that I mentioned in all those videos is that the reason I don't... I'm gonna let this guy go first. Here, I'm gonna set up... I'll have that guy get the ruin, maybe. Yeah, if I... Here, let's get the ruin. Ah, a crudely drawn map. That's actually perfect. It allows me to see what's over here. That there's another ruin there. And, that this is a forest house. Yeah, this is all rough. I'll make sure this guy is... Well, actually, it affects... I believe these promotions affect what tile you're attacking into. So, yeah, he's gonna get the rough terrain in this fight. Because, well... Yeah, it affects what tile you're attacking into, so if I attack the barbarians, then since there's a forest on this tile, you can't see it because of the encampment, but since there's a forest on this tile, he'll get the drill bonus. But if the barbarian attacks him, if the barbarian goes and attacks him, then the fight is taking place on this tile, which means he will not get the bonus. So yeah, the reason why I love all these games so much, but I don't really play them on my channel that much. There we go, we're all set up to beat up this encampment now. I'm going to go ahead and make a save. Why not? Where's the... What did I even call it? December 28th game. Nice. The reason I don't play a lot of these games on my channel, like Command & Conquer and like this, like Civ 5, is because, as you've seen, I play these in such incredibly hyper-specific ways that I don't really think people on YouTube would necessarily enjoy them that much. There we go. This guy's getting absolutely shredded. He's already almost gone. You can tell in advance the animation finished on what it looks like by the screen on the left. So there we go. He's at about... What's his health? He's at 17 health left. He's going to get killed next turn. And a new enemy unit might spawn next turn, but that is okay. Let's go with trapping. Maybe? I just don't really need any of these. How about the wheel? The wheel is pretty good, because I can build a road down through all this stuff to get to the city. That'll be down there. 2 turns for the workboat as well. You're going to spawn something. Yep, you're going to spawn that. So I'm going to employ the strategy of having this guy kill the encampment. That way, this guy can... You can't move on the edge of the screen when the animation is moving. Nice. We cleared out an encampment. We got some money from it. Now he's got 64 health, and he can't move now. And now if I attack this guy, I'll get the adjacent friendly unit, flanking bonus, and all that stuff, and he'll take a lot more damage than I will. And I'll go ahead and get started on that and attack it. Nice. Now both these units are in the yellow, but that's okay because we got rid of the encampment. And so is he. As well. Is he going to run away, or... He's not running away. All right. Get back here. Give this guy drill as well. Get back here. Nice, we got him. Because this tile over here got revealed, so we know we got him. Nice, we got him. Ah, here's the workboat. It means I can construct a fishing boat for extra food. Excellent. Now back to Stonehenge. Get myself an extra policy. I don't want to get that because it gives you a great general, which is a unit that stacks on top of these units. That gives them a bonus. I'll give this guy drill. But it costs maintenance to do that, so I'm pretty sure if I got the Great General, then I would lose my 1 gold preferred. And I would like that to stay positive, please. It's very low, but I would still like it to stay positive, please. Plus 1 faith from Shrines and Temples. Yeah, I'll get that. That's good. I'll get the Great General eventually, but just not now. Anyway. Now, if I may finally, now that all that fighting is done, if I may finally talk about, once again, talk about that. Oh, we got a Golden Age! Oh, and it's a carnival too, right. Because since I'm Brazil, beautiful thing about this game, there's an in-game encyclopedia. So here's the civilization section, here's Brazil, here's me. Carnival. Tourism output is 100% during their golden ages. Earn great artists, musicians, and writers 50% faster during their golden ages. That's actually kind of useless to us because we don't have any tourism and we don't have any buildings that can give us great people anyway. Alright, nice. But anyway, a golden age just gives you extra culture and stuff. What does it say? Yeah, extra production and culture, so that means I'm going to get Stonehenge and get the settler faster. So that's good. Now that all that's finally done... Okay, this guy get the ruin now? Hang on. Here, I'll let this guy... I'll just let these guys fortify. I'll get the ruin first, though. I've received 95 gold. Thanks. Not the most useful thing in the world. But, okay, thanks. Nope, now I'll just chill. Oh, another encampment spawn. Where did it spawn? Up there. That's not my problem. That's way over there. That's not going to be my problem today. Anyway. So yeah, you can see how the early game here is, yeah, you can see kind of what I'm talking about here. I'll just let them go first. So yeah, now you can see kind of what I'm talking about. And, at heart, the games I love the most are strategy games like Command & Conquer and Star Wars Empire at War, which I've been playing, and this game, Civ 5. And, but I mostly play open world games and first-person shooters on my channel. Once again, this doesn't matter because I explained earlier why not. And, I guess I'll get... Ooh, mathematics gives us the catapults. Sure, why not? Literally none of this stuff is... Well, masonry would be good, because if I build walls, then it'll make the city more powerful in case we need it, because we are getting a little close to that turn 60 limit. Anyway. Nope, there we're good. So yeah, the thing that I went into detail about in those other attempts to make these special videos was, I usually play mostly open world games on my channel, and I usually, you know, with some first-person shooter games, like Halo is an FPS game. The reason I play those mostly on my channel is because I think, I generally think that they're good and the best for content, because they're very sort of dynamic. I think that's the word I used when I made the Mega Rant Director's Cut, is I said dynamic. A lot of those games are dynamic, a lot of things are happening at once. You still have the lull moments where nothing is happening, and those are good to balance it out, but those games are generally dynamic, and they're compressed. They're dynamic, and they're also compressed. You can walk into a room and have a huge fight, and then look around looking for guns in like an FPS game, or do the same thing in an open world game, and generally there's a constant stream of content that the game is providing me to bounce off of. It's essentially like a little thing about, you know, theory of YouTube and theory of entertainment, pretty much. Because generally, I notice not a lot of people... I notice it's actually funny, because I'm kind of self-taught. I didn't even realize I was self-taught until recently. Someone asked me, like, how do you make a good, entertaining YouTube video? And I explained it to them, and I realized no one taught me this. I just kind of self-taught myself. The way you make a good, entertaining video is you sort of... You do your best to build a dynamic with yourself and what is happening. or with yourself and yourself. That sort of thing, I would say. Generally, like, if someone's in multiplayer, it's easy because they can bounce off the other human players that are in the game, and they can, laugh and crack jokes, and it's easy. But if you're making a video completely alone, then it can be a lot harder to do. But it's easier with open world games and first-person shooter games because those are very dynamic, and generally what you do is build a dynamic with what's happening in the game. So, like, you sort of see that with me. Like, an example of me doing that is something happens in the game and I start explaining things about it. Or an example of that would be, like, if a barbarian shows up and I say, like, oh, what is this guy doing? No, get out of here, shoot. And that's me building a dynamic with the game, essentially. And I can do that in any game, but the thing with strategy games versus, like, FPS open world action games is that in action games, the constant shifting atmosphere of having the lulls in the fighting and the, like, relaxing drives sort of to your next objective in open world games, and having the firefights followed by the calming moments of, finding new guns or walking to the next objective. Those sorts of things are very compact and compressed. All those sorts of things can happen within 10-minute intervals. But the thing with strategy games is that they're a very much sort of non-instant gratification, I would say. So they're a very niche genre of games because they're a very unique and different genre of games. They play very differently. I just finished Stonehenge, by the way. Stonehenge is a wonder, and I got 5 extra faith from it. And also, I'm going to be able to get great engineers from it. Is that? Where is it? Great engineer points. Oh, maybe that's for later. Maybe I don't have the ability to get great engineer now. But yeah, now I got Stonehenge. That's a wonder, so I can get 5 extra faith, which means I'm now making 7 per turn, which means I can find an actual religion very soon. Yeah, I need 134 faith to find a religion. That's roughly maybe 2-3 turns from now. Yeah, something like that. Also, that doesn't get given to me instantly when that happens. That means that's just when the game starts rolling to give me a great profit, which is who actually finds it. Anyway, so, at heart, I'm a strategy gamer. I love strategy games so much. Command & Conquer is my favorite game of all time. This game, Civ 5, it probably doesn't look very entertaining. That's because I'm doing something very boring and calming and relaxing. But if I owned this entire area with, like, 20 cities, and there was another empire up here with, like, 20 other cities, and it was the modern era, and they launched an invasion, then it would get interesting real fast. Like, you're seeing these little tiny fights of these 2 warriors versus, like, the one barbarian brute and the archer. Yeah, imagine if there were armies of those, and also imagine if there were armies of not just those, but also, like, tanks and rocket artillery and mobile SAMs which shoot down planes, which, by the way, work completely differently than units. This over here is the anti-tank gun, there's the tank, and there's paratroopers that can teleport, and, there's nukes up here. Oh, remember when I was saying how my game was modded on a client basis? I also turned nukes off because they're stupid and they ruin the game. Because you have situations of, you have me down here with 20 cities and then someone else up here with 20 cities. And you have a giant army and you're going to attack them, and then you take one of their cities, and then they nuke their own city and they kill your entire army. And then essentially just, like, that's no fun. I don't find it very fun. I want to fight with an army, and I don't want to just have the army get nuked. And I don't want to just nuke their army either. I want to kill it with my army. I want to have an actual fight. So I turn the nukes off. Anyway. So yeah, this probably seems very boring and uninteresting to you. I think I'm doing a pretty good job making it interesting, though, even though I'm talking non-stop about random things. But I think generally I'm doing a pretty good job at it. But, like, if I had to keep this up for the next 6 hours, it would not necessarily be easy. One of the things making it easy is that I'm under the assumption that no one watching has seen this game before, so I'm able to, explain everything going on. And, you make it there in, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, really doesn't matter. Alright, that'll be fine. I'll put you over here in case you need to beat up that barbarian for whatever reason. For whatever reason. I will not get construction because, once again, if I unlock that unit, the composite bowmen, then the barbarians will start to be able to spawn them. So I'll get writing, which is good for science. Alright, I really need to get a city down here so I can get this gold so I can get some more money. Yeah. Barbarian just went ahead and left. Alright. So I'll go ahead and let this guy park on this hill, make sure it's all clear down there. And then I'll get this city going down there. Then I'll probably get a worker. Hey, Barbarian, how you doing? Now we can just sit here. Yeah, now we can just sit here for 4 turns, pretty much. And just wait. Also, hey, remember when I... Wow. Remember when I had 44 out of 134 faith and I said maybe 2 or 3 turns I'll be able to get a great profit? Yeah, I read that wrong. I'm an idiot. 44 was how much I had, not how much I was making per turn. I'm making 7 per turn. So, I'm dumb. Anyway. Alright. Ooh, that's a hand axe. The hand axe is a unique unit because it's a completely new and different unit that only the barbarians get. It's a ranged unit that can only attack tiles that are adjacent to it, like so these. And it's fairly powerful in the early game, but not too much of a big deal because there's only one of them and I have a city over here, so that doesn't really matter that much. So that's neat. Also, I'm a modder. I mod this game. I've made new nations to play as for this game, and you can absolutely just copy the hand axe and give it to a civ, so you can play with the hand axe, which is nice. Anyway. So yeah, the thing with strategy, even though I'm... Well, that's a problem. I'll find the city first, and then I'll go deal with that. I will, however, move this guy over here to make sure... Well, actually, maybe I'll just attack him. Fresh. What happened to the other... Oh, great. Oh, all the barbarians have just decided to show up immediately. I'm also making no money because I have the settler now, and that costs maintenance. That's nice. Alright. Oh. The city of Rio de Janeiro wants gold. That's just, you get a certain resource, and the city grows faster for a while. Oh, lucky for you, there's some gold right there. Alright. What else can we get here? What can we get that gives me money? Each source of stone or marble worked produces gold. That actually might be good. There's a stone down here, but I don't have a worker to work it. And if I build one, then it'll make my money go into the negative. Because I just kind of didn't really get that lucky with... Well, I mean, I did. The game wanted me to spawn down here because it gave me these luxury money resources down here, and then this one for production, and a river. The game wanted me to spawn down here, but I went up here for the coast instead. So I kind of screwed myself with that a little bit, but that's okay. How about we just go get the market? Because the market is just a building that can give you money. Yeah, let's just get mathematics, which gets us to the market. Let's just do that to handle the money problems. In the meantime, I guess just the walls is good. I don't really want to go into the negative, even though it literally wouldn't really matter if I did. So, alright, there's a brute down there. I can go ahead and beat him up. Hopefully, speedy leg before he spawns a new unit. Yeah, that should take like the next 2 turns. Yeah, alright. Nice, we're getting him there. That, once again, not a big deal. 10 turns for him to be able to enter my borders, but there's nothing here for him to kill, for him to destroy anyway, so it doesn't matter. Alright. So yeah, now that all that's done, yeah, like I said, I love strategy. Ooh, we got another push. Yeah, that's in open terrain, so I'll give it a shock for that. Here we go. If a new unit spawns, then he'll probably have to back up, because then he may die. But hopefully none will spawn next turn. Holding my breath, and we're good. And there's an archer down there, but that's okay. He's on a hill, but that's okay. Because units belonging to players are hyper buffed against barbarians. You will notice I'm getting a plus 93% combat bonus against barbarians anyway. This guy's on a hill, which means he has attack radius around here. He's probably going to shoot at me, but that's okay. He's not nearly going to do enough damage to kill me. And here we go. This. And he's fine. Yep, 10 damage. He's fine. We're red now. That's alright. The encampment is down anyway. This guy's about to be here, and he'll be in a safe spot. We're good. Oh, temples increase gold output. Holy sites provide gold. That sounds handy. That sounds really handy. If I get a great profit, they can just found a holy site, actually. Okay. Nice, I'll take that. Oh, here comes an entire barbarian army. Yeah, raging barbarians, by the way. Yeah, I'll just beat up him. We're good. Got some extra money from that encampment as well. And, ladies and gents, it is time to find our second city. Sao Paulo. Nice. We're getting some money back. And let's go ahead and get something going with this. This all costs money, so I don't really want to do that necessarily. I need money. Let's go with the worker. Let's go with a worker, yeah, because the worker would be good getting all kinds of stuff. Let's also do something special. So it's going to go, the purple here means it's going to grow to the gold tile in 5 turns. But I could just spend a little bit of $30 money to get it now, which I will do, so I can then work it. It's now stagnated, but that's fine. So, now that I'm doing that, it's getting more production, which means the worker is going to build faster. And I'm getting gold, which means I'm now making plus 3 gold per turn now again. But even though the food is stagnated, that doesn't matter because I'm about to get a worker, which can work this wheat, which can give the city extra food there. Also, the granary down here gives the city food outright, so I can build that if that doesn't work. Excellent. Now that we got a little bit of money to spare, I suppose I can... Here's a watermill as well. A lot of maintenance, but gives you food and production. And only if you're on a river you can build that. I suppose... You know what? I suppose I'll get the Great Library. Because I haven't really been... I've been neglecting science completely because my economy is not the best. And the Great Library will be good to get that going as well. Anyone who actually plays this game is laughing at me right now about how terrible I'm playing. But I'm having fun, so it doesn't matter. Here comes an archer. That's kind of annoying. Because this guy is almost dead, and this guy has free reign to attack any of these tiles here. So we're going to go ahead and put this guy back here. We're going to move this guy over to the gold because he's away from the archer's firing radius now. Excellent. He ran off anyway. More people up here, like I said, doesn't matter. There's nothing up here they can destroy anyway. They can't take the city. There's no way they can take the city. There's only 3 tiles adjacent to it on land, and the city's on a hill with walls. And this one's behind a river, so they would get a penalty for attacking over the river. So yeah, there's no freaking chance they can take that. Nice. I'll put this guy in the city as well and increase the city's combat strength. And then I'll just kind of relax and focus on developing these 2 cities. And then let me check my time again as well. Yeah, I'm at just about an hour. That's okay. Nice, reasonable hour hangout with username here. That's alright. There you go. Shoot him again. And you know what? Let's just put an end to this guy right now with my warrior. Excellent. Go, comrades. Crush the barbarians, scum. We got it. There goes him. Nice. We're about to get mathematics in 1 turn, which means I can get the tech for the market. Excellent. And we are now in the classical era as well. King's might is greater than human. And we got a great profit. Nice. Alright. Over to him. Yeah, this is what I mean about the Raging Barbarians not really being that big a deal. There's more of them, but they aren't very smart. They're just kind of going back and forth and just getting killed. So, no big deal there. Alright, great profit. That means we can find a religion. I will do that in a second, because I really want to finish what I was talking about with the strategy games. I know I've said it 20... There's the currency to get a market in 15 turns. Good. And I'll go ahead and wait a second. I'll also save the game, because I can. December 28th game. Anyway, so I will go ahead and talk a little bit about the strategy games and all that stuff. And I'm pretty sure I will, well, now I'm torn, because I want to talk about that, but I know I have ADHD, but I want to talk about the religion thing, so which one do I talk about? You know what, let me make a religion first, and then I won't press next turn so I can talk about the strategy thing. Let's go with which one of these is good and fine and cool. These are all icons of... You can mod this, by the way. You can get a mod to add new icons to this. There's a mod that allows you to have the Brotherhood of Nod icon from Tiberium Wars in this, which is nice. Let's just go with this one, Buddhism, because a really great religion. Oh, no! Oh, the character limit, frick. See, because it looks kind of like a wheel. I'm so sorry for any Buddhists currently watching. Hang on. What religion do they follow in Brazil? I don't know. You know what, how about this, and we'll just call it the religion, let's call it something stupid, like, the Brazilian, menace or something, I don't know. Ever hear those memes of like, oh no, you're going to Brazil, how about that? How about I just call the religion Brazil? Nice. And we'll use this one because swords. Nope. Oh, how about the... Oh, here we go. The sickest religion. Frick. No. Here we go. Here we go. We're gonna have the sickest religion here, ladies and gentlemen. Nope. They don't want that. Put that over there. Nice. Just made it in terms of characters. Alright, we have the sickest religion now. We're the best. Perfect. Anyway. So, we got a religion now. And we can pick a founder belief. Plus gold for each city following this religion. That might be good for my economy troubles. Gold for every followers of this religion. This one can, in theory... This one, in theory, can get a lot bigger than this one, so I'm going to go for Tithe. I love going for Tithe. In terms of follower belief, what's a good one here? Extra production might be good. Faster growth rate if city not a war. We're not going to have any wars ever. So, maybe. Temples, extra happiness, gardens, faith and stuff, and faith and production, and... Maybe extra food for shrines and temples. That way I can keep going with the, I can keep going in faith and still get some extra food from it. That sounds handy. Let's go with either feed the world or religious community for extra production. No, let's go with feed the world, yeah. Found religion! We got it. We got the sickest religion, ladies and gentlemen. So, the way religion mechanics work is that this city's now following this religion. If I were to build a... It's not here, never mind. There's a unit somewhere. I think it's probably maybe up here somewhere. Theology, maybe? Somewhere in here, right? Oh, wait, isn't it under this because you need to buy it with faith? Yeah. So if I get enough faith, I can buy a missionary. And if I send the missionary down here, I can make this city follow the religion too. And you can do that with enemy cities as well. But then they might have religion. They might have a religion as well. And they might get mad at you for doing that. So that's how the religion mechanic works. And based on the amount of followers in a city, you get the bonuses of the religion that the city is following. So, like, I'm getting all that in this city because of that. That made my gold a bit better now as well. I think in theory, though, if you follow the religion that someone else made, you still get the bonuses from that religion. So if I spread this religion everywhere, I think they might still get the bonuses of Tithe and Feed the World. Anyway. Now that all that's done, I'm going to finally talk a bit more about what I was talking about with the strategy games and stuff, and I'm going to try not to get distracted by the fact that two hand axes have just decided to show up. You know what I'm also going to build as well with the Great Library? I'm going to build an archer that will be done in 4 turns, because I can just put that archer on this hill. The archers can't shoot over tile improvements like the forests. They can't shoot over terrain like the hills, the forests. But if they're on a hill, then they can. So if I'm on this hill, then I can hit both these hand axes. So I'll do that. This guy will be on alert. You know, this guy's about to be healed again, so I'll just bring this guy. You know what? Once this guy's healed, I'll bring him back up here. And see if the archer and this guy can get rid of some of this stuff. Maybe get rid of this encampment. Alright, anyway, yeah, so strategy games and YouTube and stuff. So, this guy's dumb. He just walked into the city a bunch of times and got killed, so smart job him. Anyway. Yeah, so the thing with YouTube, and something fun that I went into and all the other attempts for me to make these special videos, was, the thing with YouTube is that it's very easy to be entertaining and build a dynamic with the game when the game is dynamic and constantly moving. I'm not really sure about that fight. Hand axes are pretty strong. Hand axes have a pretty strong range attack. And, yeah, you know, yeah, I'm not sure about that fight. I'm gonna go ahead and just leave him here for a second. Maybe get the archer out. There we go, the archer's out. Now I can put him on this hill and start hitting these hand axes. Nice. I'll bring this guy up here as well to fortify on the hill. Yeah, it's kind of the best place it can be anyway. That's flat, so if I move the archer down here, it can hit him if he moves there. That should be good. Probably gotta go get rid of that encampment too. This guy probably doesn't matter. I'll get to him eventually. And, yes, I will go ahead and actually talk about the thing as I play this. I'm having a very hard time multitasking. This is a 3rd hand axe. That's excellent. Alright. Actually, no, hang on. Because if I attack him, I wanted to attack him, but if I attack him, then next turn he's going to range attack the warrior here, and he's not going to move back into this tile. So we don't want that. Also, there's a brute up here that can move and attack the archer, which is kind of sucky and crappy. So we're going to go and attack him because we still get buffed like mad, so he's not going to kill the archer. But if he does... Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, it's turn 64, so he can move and attack the archer. Let's see if he does that. If not, good. Alright, let's move this back here. And let's go ahead and start hitting this guy with that. Nice. This is how ranged attacks work, as you saw. I get the... I'll show you next turn. Move it back down there. He should be weak enough for this guy to kill him next turn. This guy can kill him. So this is how range attacks work. The melee unit can attack anything next to it, obviously, and if it wins, it goes into that. It moves into that tile. And this one can't do that, but it can range attack anything within the red. Anything within the red. So we're gonna shoot at this guy. Move over there. Yep. All right. Nice. These guys are almost dead. And anyway, so yeah, the strategy stuff. And here's the hand axe. Doing the hand axe thing. 10 damage. And he's dead now. Right, yeah. Gonna go ahead and keep shooting stuff. That one's dead. Excellent. Getting some culture from that as well. Alright. Now I'll just keep beating stuff up. Leave the, maybe get an extra warrior here when I can. Yeah, an extra warrior here. Maybe the catapult might be fun. Just to play with. The catapult is useless in a situation like this. The catapult is a siege unit, and it's designed to destroy cities. There aren't any cities, so it'd be kind of useless for this, but it might still be fun to have one. Anyway, so yeah, as I do this, as I just sit back and relaxingly do this, you just walked past my archer, you freaking mean person. Oh, shoot, get out of here. That was very mean of you. Okay, if I move him back into the city... So the way... Hold on. Alarm went off. It's fine. Everything's happening at once. So, the way movement works is I have 2 movement. That means I can move 2 hexes. But, if there's a terrain on it, like a forest or a hill, then I can only move 1. Because it costs 2 to move through that. If I move into a tile with a hill and a jungle, it costs 3. And you can see that if there's a unit that has more movement. Point is, if you're on a city, it always costs 1 though. So I can move back like this, only costs 1 even though it's a hill, and then shoot back at him like that from the safety of the city so he can't hit me back next turn. Ladies and gentlemen, strategy. Up, and his animation broke. Nice. We're good. Yes, so there's that. This guy needs to heal desperately because he's next to the encampment. I think I'll attack it from here because it's where the flat area is. And yes, I will now try to finally stop doing that and talk about the freaking thing I've been attempting to talk about for this entire time. Rad. Now, the city. So I can use the archer back this turn. That didn't kill him. I'm depressed, alright. Thought it would, but it did not. That's kind of depressing. Alright, let's give him shock. Barrage. Wait, which one is shock? Oh, they're different for, yeah, drill and shock for melee, but barrage and accuracy for range. Let's give him barrage, because that is handy to negate some of the terrain modifiers, because they get a bit of extra strength if they're in rough terrain. It'd be good to negate that. Anyway, so yeah, like I said, the funny thing about YouTube is that generally in order to be entertaining, this guy's being very mean. Generally in order to be entertaining, you killed Dave and Terry, what's wrong with you? Generally in order to be entertaining, good, there's another hand axe. Hey, great news, there's another hand axe. Okay, which one will do more damage? Approx damage inflicted, 36, 31. Nope. We'll use the city to kill him. You have failed me, city. And I'll use the archer to kill him. This guy's healing. Oh, my worker down here is done. So we got the gold for money. And we really need an extra warrior now, but we should be able to get that in a couple turns. Anyway, so, yeah, the thing with YouTube is... Barbarians are being a little mean to me. I promise it's not usually this bad. I just didn't really have a lot of money, so I would usually... I promise it's not usually this bad, the Raging Barbarians. It's just that usually I would have a little more money than this, and I would have had like 3 warriors and 2 archers by now, and probably also the Great General from the honor policy. It's not usually this bad. I'm just doing a little worse than I would usually. Because I don't have a lot of money. Ah, well. Here's a clever thing. I'm going to go here. Because it'll block this guy backing up. Excellent. Perfect strategy. Nice. Anyway. So yeah, I think I hopelessly can't, like, talk while I'm playing the game and working on defending my borders from barbarians, so I'll go ahead and just talk for a bit. So the thing with YouTube is that, like I said, I'm not going to restart the conversation. The thing with YouTube, like I said, is that generally you want to build a dynamic. Now I'm going to zoom in on this, because why not? Generally, the thing with YouTube is that in order to be entertaining, you have to build a dynamic with what's happening. If you're in multiplayer, it's easy because you already have a dynamic with other people. I'm assuming. But if you're in a single-player game, then it's a little harder. because then you have to build a dynamic with the game. As in, like, what I'm doing just now. Like, by calling that guy a jerk, or saying, you know, what? This city failed to kill that guy? No, that's me being entertaining. That's me being entertaining. That's me, you know, reacting, building a dynamic with the game, and generally being invested in what I'm doing. And, I'm kind of self-taught with that, which is surprising. But the overall point that I'm building to here is that it's very easy to do that. It's easier to do that in a game that's high-paced and dynamic, as in where you have the highs and lows of the gameplay, such as fighting someone, such as, like, fighting a bunch of enemies in a room is the high, and then, you know, looking around for supplies afterwards is the low. With action games, like first-person shooter games and open-world games, then it's generally a lot easier to do that when you have it in those games. So it's a lot easier to do that. That's why I play open world games and shooter games and stuff on my channel, because I think they make for the best content, because the content is very dynamic and medium paced enough. It's not overwhelmingly like, oh my god, everything's happening all at once, but it's not it's not overwhelmingly paced, but it's reasonably paced enough that I can do very easily well. It's easy mode for building a dynamic. And I think generally the reason why I don't play strategy games that much on my channel, even though I absolutely freaking love them, is because strategy games are very different when it comes to games. Because they have a much different dynamic that it's the same sort of dynamic, but it's also spaced out much wider. So you'll notice the same thing happened here. We had a very long downtime period of just walking around the map, seeing what was going on, and now we're into this slightly more intense... Oh, all the barbarians have shown up, so things are a bit slightly more intense, but it's more intense for longer. And also, it could be argued it's not intense at all, because, you know, I'm not dramatically trying to dodge this guy's attacks. I'm not, you know, furiously hitting WAS and D, trying to dodge this guy's attacks and then shoot him with a bow like I would in Skyrim. It's just a turn-based game, so I'm just sitting here watching them stand there because I'm not pressing next turn. And I do actually want to turn the audio down just a little bit. Because why not? I'm trying to be relaxing and talk with myself. That's good. OCD is telling me to make sure this is 65. There we go. Anyway. So yeah, that's the thing with strategy games. And if it was a real-time strategy game, you would get something sort of similar, but also, you would get something a little similar. Whereas you might have the calming lull at the beginning, and then I might just get hit with an onslaught that doesn't end until the end of the game. So it would be constant. And it would be very easy to build the dynamic and focus and talk about that. It would be very high-paced content as well. And, but I don't know how much necessarily that I would enjoy that, which brings me to reason number 2 why I don't necessarily play RTS games, why I don't necessarily play strategy games, my favorite genre on my channel. As you can see here with Civ 5, I have done it in a very specific way. If you're like an actual Civ 5 player, you're probably upset and have clicked off the video by now. But, you know, I do the very specific things, such as looking specifically where I can put cities, such as there and there, and doing this special mode where it's just me versus the barbarians, and turning all the victories off. Most normal people, I think if we go into details, we can see that there's no victories on. Most normal people, when they play Civ 5, they start in the Ancient Era, and they go all the way up to the Final Era, and that's what I'm doing. But when I play normally, I like to start in the Information Era, because I like having I like essentially having the tech tree turned off and having everything all at once and everyone's equal. And, I also like to play with no victories turned on, and so it's just, you know, it's dynamic, you see what happens, no one's trying to fight for a victory. Because I notice when the victories are turned on, the AI will try to get them, but if there's no victories, then the AI will act slightly more reasonable and rational and realistic, in that they'll act a little more like they're running a country and less like they're playing a game. So I like to play it like that. But if I made a series of that, I think everyone would hate it. Because the thing that keeps YouTube videos interesting on not just my channel, but any channel in general, is the dynamic that the person builds with the game and the dynamic of something going on. Because when you watch this video, you're not watching this video for Civ 5. You're watching it to see me play Civ 5. And alternatively, there are other situations where people watch things for the video. Or, you know, they mix the both. Either way, you're probably not watching this video for Civ 5. You're probably watching this video from me. And I'm having a little bit of fun. But if I'm not, like... having a very strong dynamic with the game, then that might not necessarily be quite as fun for other people, because some people wouldn't like to have both. So the way that works is that generally in order to be entertaining, you have to build a dynamic and you have to have things happening, and you know, and you have to have things happening, and they have to be necessarily challenging things, because I noticed that people like challenging things, and especially the strategy game genre. The fan base of strategy games, they love challenge. They love to be challenged. They love to get hit with the hardest things imaginable. They love to overcome that challenge. They love to see other people do it. So that's why I don't play strategy games, because the way I play strategy games is I like to put them very low in terms of difficulty so I can goof around and do funny things and generally just have fun and relax a little bit and not really have it be too challenging. So, like, you'll notice in this game it had the one city challenge, and also the difficulty goes up to deity. So people have played deity, one city challenge, with all the victories turned on, and not my thing. But if there are any Civ 5 fans watching, there's a chance they may want to, like, watch me play like that. And that would be the same for Command & Conquer. Command & Conquer, I like to play on the easiest difficulty, and I like to capture the opposing MCVs and then goof around with them. Empire at War, I like to play as the Consortium, once again in the easiest difficulty, because if you don't, then things get rough. I like to get all the special units you can get from piracy missions that are units belonging to other factions, you know what I mean? I just like to do specific stuff in a lot of games. All my favorite games, I just do things very specifically and uniquely in a way that I don't think would be very good for content. I think if someone wants to see me play a game and they don't care what I'm doing, then great, that's fine. But I think generally the most amount of people, I think the average person wants to see half me and the other half wants to see the entertainment of seeing me face a challenge and seeing me overcome a challenge, because that is a very easy way to build. That is a very easy thing to have a dynamic with. You'll notice that I am most engaged with things when things are tricky or tough, like this. Even this being slightly more out of control with all the barbarians and me having to do all those strategies made me kind of talk about it a bit more. Yeah, YouTube theory with username here, ladies and gentlemen. YouTube entertainer theory with username here, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, the overall original point of that is that if I played a strategy game on my channel, I think a few people would enjoy it, yes, but if I played it the way I like to play it, then I would have fun, but the average person probably would not be as interested in what I'm doing. But if I played it the way they would want me to play it, if they wanted me to do, like, you know, the hardest mission in the game on the hardest difficulty, then I could do it, but I wouldn't have fun. So, and then I think if I didn't have fun, then that would ruin the dynamic a little bit. And of course, even if I did put on a face of like, oh, I'm having fun, we're gonna do this, we're gonna beat this, I just got wrecked again, let's do it again. Even if I did put on a upbeat attitude, I still, on the inside, would be faking it and not having fun, because I don't really like being challenged very much. I like relaxing. I like having relaxing things go on. And so, all of that, this is something I went into in the second attempt at a special video, and this is something I'm going into now, because that's generally how I like to play games. And that, overall, all of that is why I don't like to play strategy games on my channel. I think I'll hit this hand axe with this archer, and I'll have this guy go and kill off this brute here. And there's another brute, but that's fine. Once again, players' units are buffed like mad against barbarian units, so that is going to be just fine. I'll put a mine there, and that'll give me some more production and stuff. Keep the warrior here. So yeah, the workers build tile improvements. So in this case, I'm building a mine to mine the gold. And the mines and the tile improvements and stuff are the things that the barbarians can destroy if they get to them. So once I build that, I have to defend it from the barbarian hordes. But that's why it's no big deal that there's a bunch of barbarians here, because there's nothing for them to destroy. so wow, there's a lot around here. Is there an encampment up here or something? I don't know. I'll let this guy fortify this turn. This guy can just back up and fortify. Let me check my time again. Currently at about an hour and a half. No big deal. Not too bad. I think I'll conclude it maybe in a half hour. The objectives I want to do for the rest of the game are I want to get rid of that barbarian encampment, and I want to put that canal city down here. And probably get rid of that one in the process. So, yeah, those are my objectives. 1, 2, 3. I'll be able to put one there or up there. Which one should I do? Maybe I'll put one on the bottom on the south coast. You know, yeah, I think I'll put it on the south coast. Yeah, I'll put it on the south because it'll be next to the mountain. It'll be across from that. It'll be able to shoot at that. If I plunk a city right down there before destroying that, then the city will be able to shoot at whoever's in the encampment, which will be very useful. So yeah, those will be my objectives for this, and I will conclude as soon as those objectives are done. Let's see what else. Cities with the majority religion also get the Pantheon belief bonus of the second most popular religion. That doesn't matter. Patronage has to do with city-states, but there aren't any, so it doesn't matter. Oh, I should really get these. Yeah, this one gives you more production. This one gives you an extra settler for free. This one gives you a worker for free. Yeah, I should get this. I should really get that one. What does aesthetics do? That's culture and tourism stuff. That doesn't matter because we have no culture victory turned on. Guilds. Guilds might be good. Machu Picchu is a really good wonder because it gives you piles of money. But you can only build it next to a mountain, which we have. So, I'll go for that. Great Library will be done in a second, and then I'll get another warrior, and then I'll go beat that up. Maybe I'll use the money from Machu Picchu to support the maintenance that it would cost to get this Great General for free from here. Oh, it gives you production when training melee units. I could have gotten that. Oh well. 33 turns for another policy. That's not great, but that is because I've been neglecting building the monuments and stuff. There's the market as well. We need to make sure that's built. And then once this is done with the extra warrior, we'll make sure the market is built here. A watermill for production. Granary, probably. Yeah, that sort of thing. Alright. These guys are all going to come back, right? There's him. Ah, Great Library. Beautiful. We got it. Great Library gives you a bunch of science, some slots for great works of writing, and a free library, and free technology. I'll shoot him with this, because that'll give him some experience. Nice. And choose a free tech. Maybe embarking might be... Oh, maybe I could just get guilds. Nice. Perfect. Perfect, I got guilds. Now to get trapping. Now we have Machu Picchu, which I can just start building right now. Don't need the market, because this is going to give me all the money anyway, and some faith. Nice. We'll build that. Can I get some extra production? I'm working as much production as possible in here. Okay. We really need another worker. That's what we need. We need another worker to go with this one. But I will be able to get that once I get this. Nice. Yeah, next time I can get that. And this will give me more production. Nice. I should get some more liberty. Which means I should get some more policies. Which means I should get some more culture. Which means I can get that from killing more barbarians. How much money do we have? Can we just purchase a worker? It's kind of a lot of money. Alright, here's the plan. I'm going to purchase a warrior. And you can see how purchasing works. There. I purchased a warrior now for some money. Now we have an extra warrior instantly on the fly. And that means I can cancel the one that was going to build and get a worker faster after Machu Picchu was done. Alright, that's the plan. Once this guy's healed, we'll go beat up this encampment. There's probably nothing too bad down there. As you saw from down here. I should probably get rid of that one too. As you saw from down here, from the one that was there. 2 warriors can kill them, but I'm bringing the archer too. Just in case there's like extra stuff down there. Like if there's a hand axe in it or something. I should have the archer take up a position on that hill. That's a good plan. That'll be dumb in case something comes back. That's fine actually. Alright. But yeah. Here we go. We're going to move out. That's fine once again. Alright. Nice. We got this gold. That means this is getting more production. And I think... Yeah, it's getting a bit more production. And that means Rio de Janeiro now loves the king, which means it's going to grow faster. Nice. And we're also out of money again because I have piles of unit maintenance. I'm only on chieftain. Why is this happening? I would understand if this was, like, prince. But I'm on chieftain. Like, jeez. Well, at least we're going to fix it with Machu Picchu. Yeah, I should really go get that going, honestly. Yeah, I really should. I really should get this warrior up. Warrior? I should get this worker up to that stone to get me some production so I can get Machu Picchu faster. So I can get money faster. And let's put this warrior there on this hill, see what's going on up there. And then put this guy here, because then I'll move him on the hill as soon as I'm ready to attack the encampment. That's the plan. Alright. This guy is just... There, you know what? You're just fortified. Increases your strength. I want to make sure these guys are close together in case a barbarian just shows up somewhere. Probably won't, but, you know, good. Let's see what else. Let's go with optics. Optics is pretty good for a tech. Alright. I wish I could shoot at them with this archer, but I can't because they can't shoot over the hill. So that's a little unfortunate there. Yeah, that'll be good to get him there in 2 turns. Nice. Alright, you're just going to defend that gold. Because I kind of need that gold for money, because I would be losing money if I didn't have it. And we're just going to sit back, and there's an archer as well. Yeah, so we found an entire army here, essentially. Can you get now? Because of zone of control. No, and how about I back you up here? Have you back up there. We'll go ahead and put the warrior... the worker there. Because I don't want to take any damage if I don't have to. So what if we get someone to move on that tile there? Here, I'll just park this one here, and then we'll see if I can just get rid of some of this stuff. Maybe someone will move on the hill. Oh, well, yeah, they sure did. Nice, that's handy. Okay, what can you shoot at? That honestly doesn't matter, because you can just kill it immediately, right? Yeah, okay, you can just kill this archer now. There you go, you got it. And I will go ahead and move this guy up to there. See what's down there. It's a brute. Good. You can go ahead and build the quarry now. You can do that. This is going to be built in 1 turn, but it's going to cost maintenance, and I don't want to lose money, so I'm going to switch that to the market. And that should be good. These guys are going to probably start to back up a little bit. No, let's just move in. Let's just move in. Let's go ahead and put this archer on the hill. Let's move this guy down here. Put the archer on the hill. They'll be able to shoot at stuff next turn. Defend the flank here, so no one can take the worker. If someone shows up like down here and they can go take the worker, because if the barbarians move on the worker, they will capture the worker, and I'll have to get it back. So if someone shows up here and they look like they're going to be able to do that, I'll just have the worker stop building that and move on top of the archer. And I suppose this guy can... I don't know, just stay on alert. I'll just have the archer shoot at all this stuff for a while. Bronze, nope, I don't want to do that because it'll give them the spearmen, which I don't have yet. These guys are moving up there. Let's get rid of the encampment first, because that's what's spawning all of them. Nice, should be able to do that next turn. Excellent. This warrior. I'm wondering, do I attack it now and then kill it next turn, or do I just let the archer deal with it? Because then once I do that and I move here, I'll be able to move him back, but it'll have less health. I don't know. Not quite sure. What's going on down here? There's another encampment down there I gotta get. Gotta settle there. Is there any money around here I can get? Yeah, the citrus. Bananas for food, yeah. Gotta get over there. Oh, that should be good. No, yeah, because the thing is, if the archer kills the brute, then you still have to move a unit into the tile to disperse and clear the encampment. So it would be pointless to just let the archer kill the brute, because then you can't get rid of the encampment. I'll just let him stay on alert for now. I'll just let these guys stay on alert as well. I mean, I could start to put some damage into them. Yeah, let's put some damage into them. Just a little bit. That way this guy is damaged now, so they'll be more likely to try to attack him. But he's on a hill, so they'll take piles of damage. This guy might be a threat to the worker, but that's okay. That guy's gonna run away now. That guy ran away as well. Alright, let's go ahead and, wait, can you kill? Nope. Okay, let's go ahead and soften that up with the archer, and then move in with the warrior. We got it. We can see that mountain now. Alright, we got it. This encampment has been eliminated. Excellent work. Put some damage into him as well. Let's mop up some of these guys and then start getting south to get rid of that one. Alright. Nice. We did it. Ooh, look at that. There's an archer that showed up down here, and I will now murder him. This guy had a bad day. Rip him. Nice. Okay, that means the archer can go ahead and kill this guy, and you can run off and run after and kill this guy. And there's another guy up there because there's so many barbarians. That's to be expected. But yeah, they're very, as you can tell, they're very low strength. So even though, like, there's a bunch of them because of raging barbarians, they're low strength. They're not that easy. They're not that hard, I mean, to get rid of. Now that guy's gonna run off over there. That's okay. That's no big deal. We no longer care about anyone else who's out here. This guy finished that, which means I can start getting some stuff going on down here. I'm gonna build a mine there. And then the archer, I'm gonna start moving down to the south so I can get rid of that encampment. That is the plan. I will go ahead and put this guy down here, this guy here. Let's start moving south to get rid of that one. And then, once this is done and it gives me... sickest religion, yep. Once that's done, it gives me some... and will give me some money. I'll use that to get an extra settler and get that down to there. That's the plan. That's a hand axe. I don't really want to deal with that. So, usually this would cost only one movement to go into, and then I could go up here or up there. But you can't move a unit adjacent to an enemy, or it eats all of its damage. Damage? I mean, it eats all of its movement at once. It's called Zone of Control. It's a little annoying. It means I can't go back up to where the hill is. I'm just thinking, because I want to defend that gold mine. Because if he moves there, and I move up here because I don't want him to be able to hit me, then he could just move up to the gold tile, and then pillage it and destroy it, and I would lose the money from it, I believe. Or maybe I would just lose the one production. Either way. You know what, I'm going to do that. I'm just going to stop him from doing that. Hi, enemy archer. Not my problem right now. I've got this guy over here to defend. And I'll, that's not going to kill him, right? Let's save the game just in case. This is another thing I do with strategy games that would make people hate watching me do it, is I save scum a lot. You don't have to do it in this game that much. But in other games, there would be cases of, like, I'm just save scumming multiple times a turn. Yeah, I'll put him up there. I'll give him more defense. There's no way that guy can kill him there. We're fine. Oh, right! Trading posts! Trading posts just give you... they're just tile improvements. They give you money. Right, frick. I should be building one of those. Yeah, give me a trading post. Give me trading posts. Yeah. Oh, he ran off. We're fine. We're good there. Now, this guy is a little funny. Because this archer can now move and go capture this guy. Or he can also shoot at him. Or him. So that's a little annoying. So I'm going to go ahead and, what's the plan here? The plan is shoot back with the archer there. Here we go. And the plan is also move this guy back. Thank you. I'm thinking about it. Alright, frick. The plan is move this guy back here. Defend him. There, now he can't go and attack him. If he wanted to. This guy's almost back down here. Here, just go on the hill. Watch where that hand axe is. Nice. Getting all kinds of money working. Yeah, he wanted to. He really wanted to. Yeah, he got the frickin' quarry. I forgot about the quarry. But that's fine. We got a worker right here. Frick you. Get out of here. Shoo. Yeah, that's what happens if they destroy tile improvements. They walk on it and they destroy stuff. We're losing money because of that. That's kind of annoying. Here, can you go fix that? Yeah, 2 turns. Just go fix that. And then finish the trading post. Did get another great profit, though. And what I can do with that is I can put a holy site here, which can give me a bunch of money because of the tithe thing that I got. Where was the tithe thing that I got? It was up here? Yeah. Holy sites provide 3 gold. That's going to be insane to get that. Yeah, that's good. I'll just go ahead and park that guy there. Hang on. Oh, this guy went on the go... oh, right, because he can move through there. Right, that's fine. Might be able to murder him in this turn, I would certainly hope. Let's do this first, because he's got more health. Units perform worse if they're at lower health. This should be able to kill him, I would certainly hope. There we go, we got him. Frick you, shoot, get out of here. Stop trying to beat up my tile improvements. That's very mean. What? Why? Oh, what? Bronze working is required to clear the jungle? Except... you're a great... okay, we'll just put it there then. Nice. There you go, got our money back. No trading post, I guess. There we go. Here, that's the holy site commemorating the pilgrimage that my people, that the sickest religion Brazilians made, going from here up to the coast. Nice. Alright, worker can get a... worker. Archer can go down there. Warrior can just defend the stuff there. This is still working on money and stuff, and I think I will get an extra warrior going here. definitely need that worker. Yeah, I queued up a worker so that I could get one up here, but then it turns out I just brought the one from down here. Alright. I suppose let's get bronze working. It'll give the barbarian spearman, and I'll be weak. Wow, considering I'm playing on like the easiest difficulty, I'm having a really bad time. I'm playing the second to easiest difficulty. Oh, that's open terrain, so you can get struck. I'll let you heal. Let you guys heal on these hills. Let everyone heal. Ah, here we go. We can get extra production to get all this stuff faster. Nice. And then next time we get the policy, we'll get the one for the free settler or the free worker that I can use to go get that. Alright. Now that this guy's done, you can just build a mine over there, I guess. Maybe a trading post there. We're good. Yeah, it's giving me piles of money, some food, and some faith. Perfect. That holy site is exactly what we needed. And we have bronze working. Nice. That now reveals iron on the map. We can see there's some iron up there. It gives you production. You also need iron. There's 3 different kinds of resources in this game. Or 4, or a bunch. There's fish, which is purely a food resource. You work it, it gives your city more food. There's luxury resources, like ivory and citrus, which gives some stuff, but also happiness, and they can be traded between civilizations. Then there's strategic resources, which are required to build certain units. So iron is required to build the swordsman, which is down here, as an example. So I have a few bits of iron up there, which is neat. Can you move there? Oh yeah, hey, here's the beauty of the sailing that I got. I can embark him and move him on this water tile to go here. So we can go around him that way, without these guys canceling their fortify until healed, so they keep healing, which is good. Which one? Yeah, let's go for philosophy to get the temple. Nice. All this stuff is going to give me a huge economic boost, which I can use to get some more forces that I can use to get rid of some of these barbarians, and we'll be all good. That guy's finished healing. Once this guy's finished healing, I'll move them to these tiles, and I'll get this guy moving as well. This guy have shock. This guy's drill, so I'm going to switch them over. I'm going to have this guy go there, and this guy go there, so they can get the right... Well, I mean, this is an open terrain. Never mind. As in if they get attacked, that sort of thing. That should be good. Alright, we're going to start our attack on this encampment. Here we go. And I'm going to move like that. That's an archer. Actually, if that's an archer, then this guy can just kill him on his own pretty much. Next turn. Alright. That's the plan. And, Archer's still down here anyway. You know what? The archer has to go back up north. I didn't realize it would be an archer. And, therefore be really weak. So here. This guy's your backup in case you need it. The archer's gonna go back and make sure Rio's defended. That's the plan. And, yeah, he definitely needs that support. Alright. Here. Go beat him up! Did you succeed? You did not. You are going to be court-martialed for this, but you'll kill him next turn. That did piles of damage, but since he's fortified in the encampment, it didn't work. Also, this guy's drill, right? If he was the shock guy here, he would have done it. That's fine. Get this guy back. So yeah, I love strategy games. I love them to absolute bits. I love doing this. I'm having a lot of fun. It's a fucking hand axe. Gosh dang it. At least the archer's coming back. Yeah, can you just go ahead and murder that guy, please? This will eventually work. It's not a very good engagement. It'll take a bunch of damage, but it will eventually work if you do that. What the frick is all this? When did that show up? Oh, he's got shock now. Nice. Oh my goodness. Hey, yeah, raging barbarians, huh? When did all that show up? Jeez, they're an encampment down here that's just been doing nothing but spawn stuff this whole time? Jeez. Alright, you go back up there, you go back there. You build something on those bananas. Jeez, it's good that I put the city here because it's defended from the north with the mountains. Nice. No problem though. We're going to get some money next turn. We're going to get an extra warrior up here, an extra archer down there, and we're going to eventually get the settler to go down there. Then I'll go down here. Oh, he's on a hill. Frick. He's on a hill. I didn't think he would be able to attack that. There's a brood up there. We love the king days now ended, and now demands ivory. Wow, this is, these guys can hold this. This guy can't move in here. Here, I'll just move him there. This guy really needs to move up there. Some help. This guy can move here or here, but he can't move to a tile and pillage it on the same turn, because he has 2 movement as well. The brute is technically a different unit than the warrior, but it's also the same statistics as the warrior. So if he goes there, he loses all his movement. If he goes there, he only has 1 left, and if he moves to these tiles, he can't pillage them that turn. So I'm just going to go ahead And try to kill this guy with the archer next turn by attacking him this turn, and then the archer is going to be able to shoot it. Also, he can move to this tile and shoot up here if he needs to. Banana up here. That looks good. Or he'll just attack the warrior there. That works as well. That also works. But that was also a trap. That was also essentially a trap because he's now within range of the city, which just built Machu Picchu as well, so we're going to get plus 8 gold now. Perfect. Okay, you hold your position on the gold, you hold your position on this hill. This thing is ready to build something now. Let's get a spearman, because it's a powerful melee unit. Oh, wait. Oh, a mint. Yeah, a mint gives us some extra money as well. Yeah, let's get a spearman, because let's be realistic. Let's get a mint, I mean. Because let's be realistic, I'm pretty sure this attack is going to be done in 7 turns. So, okay, you attack that. You fortify until you didn't kill it. That's unfortunate. So, do I have to retreat? No, I don't. I think if this guy attacks him, that he's going to die. So, I'll hit the hand axe, because the hand axe does a lot of damage. There we go. He's gone. Alright, this is building a new warrior now. And we should be good. He also got some healing now. These guys are attacking into the hills. That is good. Excellent. That means they're taking piles of damage now, and they also can't get to this gold. This guy moved down there, but due to zone of control, he wasn't able to actually pillage it in the same turn. Excellent. He's dead now. Nice. And we are good. And I'll give this guy accuracy now. And we're good for that now. Nice. We can get that warrior there. Let me check my time again. I'll just fortify these guys until they're healed. Let me move this. Let me save the game and then move this guy over to this hill. See if there's anything over here. There's nothing. Alright, you can just stay on that hill. And you can just go ahead and heal. Alright. Also, I'm feeling a little hungry, so I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab myself a bite to eat, and then we'll finish the game. As in some however many turns, I'll get this free settler, and then I'll get the settler on this canal city, and then that'll be my final objective for this video complete. Let me check my time, though. And also be right back and get some food. Alright, I'm back. I've eaten some food, and before I forget, let me actually change the warrior to a spearman in the queue, because the spearman is better than the warrior in every way, so we want one of those. And also, let me make sure a market is queued up, because I noticed while doing that it wasn't. It's put up there. We don't really need production here. I mean, we do kind of need production a little bit, but that's being taken care of with this mine and this quarry here. Let's put a market for gold. We're getting piles of gold now as well. That's building a mint too, so yeah, we're all set for economy. This stuff is being all attacked as well, and yeah, in terms of time as well, I think we're, I checked, we're about 8 minutes out from the 2-hour mark, so I think I'll go ahead and finish up this game. I think I'll keep the save file, but I'll go ahead and finish up this session of gameplay after I get my city over there on that canal for fun, because I want to do that. Maybe I'll build a workboat in Rio. Yeah, meanwhile these guys are still getting beat up on the hills. Perfect. Perfection. That was exactly my plan. This guy's going to attack too, but that's fine. May purchase with faith. Yeah, I could get a missionary if I wanted to, but I don't really need it. These are the only 2 cities in the world except for the city-state that's out there somewhere. And they're both following my religion anyway, so it's fine. There is a belief or something somewhere. I think it's under it's under here, piety? Right? It's somewhere. I don't know where it is, but somewhere there's a thing that allows you to buy certain military units with faith. I don't know if it's part of the religion in here. Maybe it's an enhancer. Nope. Where's belief? Maybe it's an enhancer belief? Yeah, we're going to need more faith. Also, you don't have to do that. That just notifies you, like, hey, you can do it now if you want. That's for research. We'll go with theology. And you know what, actually, let's go for construction, because it gets you the lumber mill, which is pretty good. Also the composite bowman, which is a better archer. It means they'll get composite bowman too, but that's okay. I think I've mostly taken care of all of them. I've mostly taken care of them and their annoyances around the place. Where is this guy going? Oh, does he want to, like, go attack the worker up there or something? Is that what the AI is doing? They're going to go through this mountain pass and try to kill the worker? That would be kind of annoying if he did, but he's not going to make it. Because I just attacked him, and then the city will kill him next turn. Unless he goes to this tile. But he might not do that. I don't think the AI would necessarily be smart enough to do that. And if they do, honestly, once he gets to this tile, then Rio will kill him anyway. So no big deal. Or he'll just go back. That works too. And I'll kill him. That works too. Alright. How long until I get that policy? 19 turns. Okay. This guy's good. This is about to build another spearman. I'll put it up here. Get another spearman as well. That'll be 4 turns. On another spearman? No, 5? Yeah, 5. Not the best in the world, but something. Yeah, I have plenty of money. Let's make the second spearman. And then have the other spearman lead the charge over that way. Alright, nice. We got a spearman! So, the way units work in this game, I think I told you, this is melee, this is ranged, but there's also some extra stuff. Like horseback riding has a lot of movement and requires horses, but they also get countered by spearmen and also pikemen later on. Pretty much every unit in the game has an upgraded version later on, so I get the spearman now. You'll notice it with the composite bowman. So it goes archer to composite bowman to over here somewhere is the crossbowman right here, and I don't know what they evolve into after that. Actually, I think that's the end of like the archery stuff. But yeah, the main melee unit, the warrior, goes to the swordsman here, which requires iron, then the long swordsman, then the musketman, which requires no resources, then the rifleman, which is right here, then the great war infantry, which is up here, and then the infantry, which in my case is a prakana. I probably pronounced that wrong, I'm so sorry. That's my unique unit. It's a better version of the infantry. In fact, if I right-click, I get to the Civilopedia page for it. Modern era infantry unit that earns points towards a golden age when it kills an enemy. May only be built by Brazil. And this replaces the infantry, which is the regular infantry. It's the World War II infantry. And then it becomes ultimately a mechanized infantry, which has an LAV-25 model. And yeah, the way civs in this game, the way nations in this game work, is who you're playing as just gives you like an extra bonus and some extra units. So in the case of the Russian Empire, for example, Siberian riches, strategic resources provide +1 extra production, and horse iron and uranium resources provide double quantity. And their unique units are the Cossack, which is a better special unit that replaces the cavalry, and then the Krepust, which replaces the barracks and is better than a barracks. So that's how this game works. Every civilization has their own little bonus, and then every generic unit like here that every nation gets replaced. For some civs, they get replacements for them. So I'm playing as Brazil, so I only have the normal warrior and the normal spearman. But if I was playing as Persia, I would get the immortal instead of the spearman, which is a better spearman. And if I was playing as Greece, I would get the hoplite, which is a better spearman. And so on. If I was playing as Polynesia, I think I get the Maori warrior, which is a better warrior, etc. Etc., etc. Yeah, that's kind of how it works. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and have this spearman just defend against whatever shows up here. Maybe I'll... Can I buy that tile? No. This is the radius that you can buy tiles out to. Cities can grow further than that, but that's the radius that you can buy tiles out to. I want to make sure that there's something defending this hill right here. See, I think I'll put this spearman up here, and then I'll have this warrior down there. Just to watch out and make sure that there's nothing going to show up, and maybe I'll bring this archer over for that. Or I could get a composite bowman in a turn. That's a good idea. Here's the plan. I'll move him here, and I'll move this guy here. Yeah, I'll move this guy here. I'll move this guy there, and then I'll upgrade him next turn. Because even though we unlock new units, if they have an upgrade path, then you can pay a little bit of money to upgrade an existing unit to the better version of it. So I'm going to upgrade this archer to a composite bowman next turn. Once I get that. Alright, got it. And here's the upgrade button. 55 gold. He's now a composite bowman. Isn't that cool? And that means he's stronger. He also keeps all his promotions and stuff. It's a really handy thing. Let him live there. Let you live there. Let you live there. And then we're going to go ahead and wait for the spearman to finish building. And then I'll bring down an army to go ahead and get that canal city down there. In the meantime, I'll go for iron working, which gives me the swordsmen, which are better warriors, but they require iron. Thankfully, there's a little bit of it here that I think I can buy. Yes, I can buy that, and then I need to put a mine on it, and then I actually get the iron that I can use to make all these people swordsmen. So I'll go ahead and get that. Also, I'll be able to have the Colossus, which is a big statue. It's a wonder that gives a bunch of money, and also some other stuff. That relates to trade routes, so that's not really important for us right now. Alright, looks like things have quieted down. I get a golden age. Beautiful. Yeah, looks like things have quieted down. You know what? I'm going to let this guy move down there as well, because I want to get this started, like, fast. I'm also going to start building a road. Roads cost a bunch of money, but once they make it to the city that they're going to, you get a trade route. It's called the city connection, and that gives you a huge money boost. Also, obviously, roads make units move faster. An unbroken chain of roads allows units to move more quickly across the map. Connecting cities to your capital will provide a large amount of gold per turn. So I'm going to lose a bunch of money doing that, but once I put a road down here on this route that you can see like that, then I'll be able to get there way faster, and I'll also have a ton of money from it. So I'm going to start the road project. This one worker is like the freaking... This poor one worker is the backbone of the entire nation of Brazil right now. I only have this one worker, and he's done everything. Because I haven't really had a moment to spare to get another one. So yeah, that poor guy. But yeah, now our military is getting a bit better now. Our economy is really good. Here comes enemy spearmen since I went ahead and researched the spearman tech. So I'm going to go ahead and switch these guys around then. That's a good plan. I'll put you there. And then I'll put you down on the hill here. Again, the warrior could still beat the spearman in a one-on-one, but the spearman is technically a stronger unit than the warrior. I believe the warrior has 8 strength, and the spearman has 11 strength. Yeah, the way this game works is that every unit in the game has movement points and also strength. Strength just affects, like, its RNG. So spearman has 11 strength, and so it will do better against units that have less strength than that. And other units... They can't melee attack, like the ranged units can't melee attack. They can fight back and do damage if they get melee attacked, but they can't execute a melee attack on their own. And they have 7 strength, so they're worse if they're in a melee attack, but they have 11 ranged strength. So if I shoot something with a composite bowman, it would do the same damage as if I attacked in melee with a spearman. But obviously the composite bowman can shoot all around here without without getting hit with damage in return. That's how this game works. And in the end, in the later eras of the game, you have this exact same sort of meta, except all the infantry are tanks with tons of movement. I believe the armor units at the end of the game that starts with the land ship, then goes to the tank, then goes to the modern armor, then goes to the giant death robot. They are all very powerful. They require resources, and they have 5 movement, so they can go like all across this area in one turn. But the way that they're countered is that obviously they need resources, and also there are anti-tank guns which have bonuses against tanks. I'm a little phlegmy because of the food that I ate. You want to buy some death sticks? Anyway, this guy's being a little mean. But haha! My spearmen are here now. Excellent. Get out of here, shoo. Oh, we got this tile now. That means I can go get this guy to work it as soon as he's done building this road. Can you give me a second worker? Actually, no. This will give me the second worker eventually when I need it. Alright. That specifies that spawns near the capital. Ooh, we got him. Nice. That was him. Yeah, this specifies that the worker will appear near the capital, so I'll make sure that I'll have that one I'll have that one work the iron, and then I can upgrade my 3 warriors. In the meantime, these guys can go down there and prepare for in 9 turns. That's actually a long time. Never mind that I get my new settler. Actually, how many turns would it take to just make a settler or a worker? Yeah, that's a lot better than 9 turns. Let's just build a settler now. How about we just wait for the market to finish for some money and then just build a settler? That sounds like a good idea. And then when I get this, I'll use it to get a worker out for that. Or maybe this guy will just finish the road. Yeah, no chance. How long is this going to finish? 8 turns? So that means the settler will be out there, and then in 3 turns after that, I'll get the iron. That's not really important, but it should be fine. It should be fine. Also would like to get a second composite bowman out here. Ooh, maybe a catapult for fun. Composite bowman is better. There's a lot of stuff queued in there. Alright, these guys are going to go ahead and go down over there. This guy can heal. This guy can heal. Actually, go on the hill and then heal. Go on the hill and then heal. Thank you. Ooh, a great engineer. So these are great people. This is how great people works. Great people are just when you have a certain thing, you get progress towards great people. And then when you get them, you can use them to give you really good boosts. Like in my case, if I was building a wonder, I will queue one up to demonstrate it. Ooh, the Great Lighthouse is a good one. It's useless for me right now because I have no ships, but it's a good one for ships. So if I was building a wonder, that would take 8 turns, and then I could have him hurry production, which gives an instant 123 production bonus, which is how much it takes. So it would bring it down to 1 turn and make it finish next turn. Alternatively, I can also put him on a tile somewhere and then have him build a manufactory, which gives a lot more production. I'm going to do the second one, and I'm going to put it right there. That'll allow me to build that settler a lot faster. Also, they take up unit maintenance, so it's good to get rid of those as fast as possible when you can. Alright, oops. And that should be good. This area is defended up here now. This area is defended there. Getting an extra composite bowman up there. Maybe an extra spearman here would be nice. What's your production looking like? Your production's looking terrible, actually. So maybe I should put the manufactory down here. Or I could build something that gives this place production. Like a lighthouse, even though there's no... Oh. Plus food from coast and ocean tiles, plus 1 production from sea resources worked by the city, except there aren't any, so... yeah, nothing really here good for production. The best way to give the city production would be to get the worker to put a mine, like, right here, or a pastor there. So, that's not great. Maybe I'll get a monument to make the culture a bit better. That should be good. Or maybe I could just say, whatever, 8 turns, I guess, and just build another spearman down here. Let's just do that. Let's just do that. Let's just get another spearman.
Do not wait to strike till the iron is hot.
Sorry, I took a sip of my water.
By striking.
Alright, we got a swordsman. We got a bunch of money from finishing that market. We didn't get a swordsman. We got the ability to build swordsman. Here we go. That gets rid of 1 food. The city's stagnated? Really? Oh. Well, frick. That's not really that good. Oh, if I put a specialist slot on this, that means I get a lot more money, and I get progress towards a great merchant. But I also lose a little bit of food and production stuff. Well, this isn't being worked now anyway, so I guess let her rip. And that gives me even more money, actually, from the maintenance. Now it's being worked for some production. Nice. Production's good. This has all been shaved down to 3 turns. Getting a market there. You have to make sure this stuff is good, because if I, like, say, don't work that tile, don't work that one either. Wait, why? Oh, right. Oh, I forgot. So, if you're building a settler, then you stagnate the city. You stagnate the city automatically by default. So if I cancel the settler, I move it down. This is how much we're actually getting. Okay, yeah. I thought we were about to starve like that. But no, this is how much food we're actually getting. We're getting 2.2 food. It's just stagnated because I'm building a settler. Right, I forgot about that. Anyway. Ooh, engineering. A fort. Bridges over rivers. I think that has something to do with the roads. Yeah, so I think if I do that, it'll bridge this river. Yeah. Is that how that works? Well, I can't really test it right now. Yeah, I guess that's the thing. All right. I'll go ahead and put this guy on this hill here. And then I'll put the spearman up here in front. That's about to be done there. And then we'll be able to finish up the video. Nice. Hope this hasn't run too long. I hope I'm being entertaining as well. Hope this hasn't run too long, and hope this has been entertaining and not incredibly boring. And yeah, this is the reason, once again, why I don't play strategy games on my channel, because I just don't think they would make for good content. I think, there goes my golden age. I think strategy games, as I explained earlier, are very sort of... They have the same sort of dynamic nature of other regular games, in that you have the situations of having the bombastic, explosive, high-paced moments and the lulls in the fighting. But the thing is with strategy games, it's an incredibly niche genre, and those moments are very spaced out. Oh, there's another encampment down there? That's fine. That's far away. And we got another great profit. Nice. That means we can build another holy site for money, or we can enhance our religion. Nice. And enhancing means we can get some more beliefs. Also an extra one if we were playing as the Byzantine Empire, which we're not. Second follower belief. Is this where you can get yeah, holy warriors. Use faith to purchase pre-industrial land units. That's the thing I was thinking of earlier. Alright. Religious. Oh, these are just the same things as these. You can just get a third one of those. The enhancer beliefs are unique, though. The enhancer beliefs, there's a completely different set of those. Also, I just realized it's 1060 AD. Nice. Because we're on quick. That affects how much, like, the in-game time moves. World Wonder provides faith. How much faith are we getting? I can't see how much faith we're getting. There we go. Getting 15 faith. And I also haven't really been focusing on building more temples and shrines so we can get a lot more than that. You know what? Let's get Holy Warriors, yeah. Where's Holy Warriors? Let's get Holy Warriors, the Holy Warriors of the sickest religion, or the sickest warriors. And then the Enhancer Belief. Defender of the Faith, plus 20 combat strength near friendly cities that follows this religion. The radius is like 1 tile, so that's not as good as it sounds. Religion spreads is fine. Plus 20% combat strength near enemy cities that follow this religion. That's good if there were other enemy cities at all. Missionaries and Inquisitors cost less faith. The conversion stuff, religion spreads faster. Gain faith. Honestly, a lot of this stuff is kind of useless. Because this is for conquest. This is also for conquest. Well, I guess maybe that would be good. Well, missionaries for... This is for spreading the religion, which I can't do because there aren't any other cities. This is for great profits, which we don't really need anymore. Listen, we don't really need anymore because I already enhanced the religion. This one, once again, there's no other cities. This one, once again, there's no other cities. This one, once again, there's no other cities. This one is okay, I guess. I guess, maybe. I really don't know which one to pick. I really genuinely don't know which one to pick. No, sure, yeah. Yeah, sure. I really had a stroke there almost. Let's get to this one, Reliquary. Gain 50 faith each time a great person is expended. That'll be handy to get extra faith, which will allow me to buy more units with faith. We have enhanced the sickest religion. It's now even sicker. Excellent work. Now, these guys can run up this way. And I think I'll have this spearman rendezvous with this settler as well. And the spearman can escort it over there. And then we'll build a canal city. That's my cunning plan, ladies and gentlemen. These guys gotta go around here. Ooh, those are ships. Those are barbarian ships. Barbarian ships are a thing. If there's an encampment that's on the coast like this, it can spawn barbarian ships. And the ships can run around and attack, like, this fishing boat. So they could go pillage that. If, that was a thing. Oh, yeah, so this guy loses all his movement crossing the river because we don't have bridges yet. Nice. Yeah, so there's no barbarian ships in here because there's no encampments coastal, but this one is a coastal encampment, which means there's a bunch of ships that my bowman can shoot at. So, nice. So, that's nice. And they've left anyway. Never mind. Frick. There's another ship. That's a brute because it was an encampment that started here. That spearman's done. What can you build here? How about a shrine for some faith and food? That's good. How's my happiness doing? Happiness is fine. Oh, this road's finished. This settler is going to move all the way over. That is kind of depressing. Let's put it there. Let's put it there. Everything's all good up there. Those icons were telling me to put it up there, but I'll pass on that. Thank you very much. Because I want to put it down here. May purchase with faith. Is there anything good I can purchase with faith? Oh, I get a scout for 30 faith. I suppose. Oh, warrior's only oh, spearman's only 70 faith? Wow, that's actually really low. That's actually really good. That's actually really good. Jeez, I might get that. Alright. Nice. You just finish up that road, you disembark there, and then next turn you can start walking up that way. This guy can go ahead and sort of, yeah, hold this pass. Why not? You can't shoot over this forest. That's unfortunate. So how about you hold here in case there's any ground units, and then I'll just have the bowman shoot at ships for a while. And I will not shoot at that guy. There's 4 ships down here. That's funny. Yeah, you can just shoot at ships for a while. Yeah, just shoot at ships for a while. By the way, I will not kill this brute. I might damage it, but I will not kill this brute, because if I kill this brute, then a barbarian unit will respawn to occupy the encampment, and it might be a stronger unit like the spearman. So I will not kill the brute. I will damage it, but I will not kill the brute. Ah, here we go. We got our worker here. That dropped me down by 2 maintenance, which kind of sucks. And I'll go ahead and work this iron so I can get myself some spearmen. Nice. You can just hold your position right there. The settler can move on ahead and move along when all he has to keep is strong. And, we can get... maybe we can get a crossbowman. No, but they'll get a crossbowman if I do that. And my units down here are still like warriors and crap. You know what? Let's just get this stuff. These are good for production buildings. I was thinking, like, how do I give this city more production? The answer is with a workshop and a forge. So, let's do that. That's the plan. And yeah, you guys being... Oh, wow. There's so much stuff down here. Jeez. Oh, also, something else. I'm not... Oh, you failed to kill that. Depressing. Something else, I'm not worried about, like, the city that I put here getting attacked by these ships because they can only attack it. Units in this game can't stack, so a city can only be attacked by a maximum of 6 of the 6 tiles around it. So, if I put it here, then the only water tile that would be accessible to get it is this one. That means only one ship will be able to attack it at a time. That means even though there's a huge fleet... That means even though there's a huge fleet here, it will only be able to attack the city one at a time. So there's no chance of it actually doing anything. Let's go with a temple because it gives me some food and some faith and some gold. Ironically, it gives me maintenance and gold at the same time. Ah, this is done, so that means you can start building a pasture and maybe a mine right here. Let's get a mine right here. Yeah, mine's good on that hill. It's always good to build mines on hills because it's better for that. Bring down the settler. Just keep this guy here on alert. Put this guy on the iron, ready to shoot at whatever shows up anywhere. And you can start working the iron. Beautiful. Nice. Things are getting a little bit better now. How much money do I have? Enough. If I want to, like, buy these tiles so I can upgrade these guys as soon as the iron's done. Nice. That was a little annoying. Also, by the way, remember when I mentioned that, like... Remember when I mentioned that I keep quick combat and quick movement turned off? That was so, like, in situations of if I had it turned off, I wouldn't have seen the camera flick to that. I wouldn't have known what was happening. I would have just come back and, like, this guy's damaged now and not known why. I would have figured out why, but there are cases where, like... There are cases later in the game where the enemy has a really big air force and they shoot at something with the air force, and if you have quick movement turned on, you don't see what happens. You just see a unit die for no reason. And, so it's good to have that on so you know what's actually going on. Get rid of him. And go back to shooting at ships. I'll go ahead and move this guy. How about next to the encampment? Let's see what's next to it. Oh, it's on a nice little peninsula. Okay. Beautiful. You can build a mine in 5 turns. Kind of a lot. I can get a watermill. That's the city connection icon down there below the city. Also, do you see the little effect that this guy had? That is because he just spawned. Welcome to the game. 5 from the game. There we go. City's about to be here. This guy, you can put some damage into him, why not? Just one attack. Just put some damage in him. Now, here comes the other stuff. Move this guy up, he'll be able to found next turn. And you can shoot at him. I wonder why this guy didn't get one hit, this guy did. Yeah. Huh. Got a mine there. Get a pasture here. Nice, and we're cracking. We are cracking, ladies and gentlemen. I hope there's no cracking in here, unlike Beyond Earth. Got left. And ladies and gentlemen, it's time to found the Canal City. Nice. Salvador has been founded. Oh, can I rename it to Salvador Mendoza? Nah. We can without the space. Nice nod to Just Cause there. Anyway. Nice, we got our Canal City. That means if we had ships, they could move between these water tiles. Our objective is now complete. You can shoot at him for some damage, and you can kill him now. And you can go ahead and give it a second. There we go, that's done. Got some money. And you can go ahead and shoot the ship. And you can go down on this hill to see what's going on down here. Yeah, here's all the other ships. Alright, we have done it. I'll build a temple for more money. Alright, we have done it, ladies and gentlemen. We have completed all of our objectives. What can I build here that gives you production? Is there anything here that gives you production, or do I need to unlock the workshop? None of this gives production. That's kind of unfortunate. I'll tell you what, I'll build a trireme. Because we have a proper coast we need to defend now. I'll build a trireme. I have a better idea, actually. I will buy a trireme. There we go. We bought a trireme now. Alright, and you can just have the shrine because it takes the least time to build and it's not terrible. Alright, we have a trireme now. Stuff at sea works the same exact way as stuff on land. Trireme is a melee unit. Galley is equal to a trireme. And later on you can get ships that have ranged attacks. Alright, now we have a ship that can defend against some of this stuff, which is good because they're trying to move over to attack us and be mean. So let's go ahead and get rid of this guy with the bowman. And then go into naval combat. Attack! Attack my brand new navy. Nice. We got him. Beautiful. You can have... I suppose drill. It's fine. I can... Alright, I'm done now. I finished what I was doing. And I have... It's been about 2 hours. I finished what I was doing. I completed all my objectives. I killed those couple of encampments. And I got the canal city. And by the way, I can show you now. You can see he can move across. You can see he can move across the city. Now it's a canal. Because it is now a canal. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to do that if that city was not there. And with all that, I think I am all done for the day. All done for this video. First, though, I'm going to have a look through this hill, see what's down here. Because there's definitely an encampment down here somewhere. So it might be nice to have a look at that. That guy's attacking me. That was a mistake because he attacked a stronger unit that was on a hill. And he's a barbarian, so he took a bunch of damage. And he's dead now. Nice. Alright. Choose production. Ooh, you can get a trireme in 1 turn. You can get a spearman in 1 turn. Yes, please. I'll take a spearman in 1 turn. Now I'll pull this guy off the line and get him somewhere better. Do we have the iron yet? Yeah, we do! Nice! Alright, that means... Here, that's the last thing. I'll upgrade all these warriors. You have to be in your territory to upgrade. You can't do it just wherever. I'll upgrade these warriors to spearmen. This is the just one more turn syndrome. This game is notorious for being, like, hard to stop playing. As you can see, I finished everything I was doing, but now I have new things to do. So, I'm going to save the game in case there's a gigantic army. Nope. In case there's a gigantic army next to this hill. There's not. We're good. Okay. Alright. So, here's upgrading to spearmen. I already showed what upgrading is with the composite bowman, but yeah, that's upgrading to spearmen. These guys are spearmen now, and they take 1 iron. And by the way, that is a permanent quantity that I have. I have 3 iron permanently. That's essentially a cap resource. It's not, you know, I have 3 iron, then I build three swordsmen, and then I lose the iron and I have to get more. That is, I have permanently 3 iron now, and I have a cap of 3 units that require iron, which is perfect, because I actually have 3 warriors. Nice. You all fortify until healed, and you can go ahead and explore the coast just a little bit, see what's going on over here. You can also beat up that guy, because why not? There's another one. You also didn't kill him either. Well done. I know it seems a little gung-ho to have that guy just run in there and murder everything, but once again, 93% bonus against barbarians. Okay. Yeah, I'm just, like I said in the just one more turn syndrome. I just kind of want to look and see what's down here. That's kind of what I want to do. Oh, they swapped that out. Did you catch that? The damaged ship left, and that one came in. Right. What can you get? You can get more bonus against naval units. There's no enemy cities. Yeah, you can just get some bonus against naval units. Where's this encampment? Well, that's kind of mean. Alright, I'll tell you what. We'll kill that, and then we'll leave. And that's a barbarian spearman. We will kill that with our new swordsman. And then we'll attack this guy and bring these guys back, and then we'll stop playing. And I'm going to save the game just in case there's like 47 million ships down here, and they're going to kill the trireme anyway. Nice, just him. Like 1 more down there, that's fine. He's got the bonus against naval units now, so he's going to take even less damage. I'll build a farm on this wheat. This spearman can stay up there. This guy can go down there. Look, there's enemy swordsman. Nice. This guy can come down here to support this stuff against these ships, and you can just stay there, I guess. And defend there. Nice. What else can we do? Colossus for money. Colossus is really good. Oh, better idea. Great lighthouse. All military naval units receive +1 movement and +1 sight. Provides a free lighthouse in the city which it was built. That is really good for naval, which I have now, so it's no longer useless, and I will build one. And then I promise as soon as like I kill whatever ships are down here, I'll stop playing. Ah, nice. You got him. Trireme got him. Spearman got these guys too. Nice. They're dead. Oh, they're coming in for me here as well. They took plenty of damage as well. This Spearman got promoted. Give him drill because there's nothing but rough terrain down here. You can't shoot at that. That's depressing. And, alright. I'm going to go ahead and save the game and call it a day here. Because I have to edit this now, too. What's down here? Yeah, nothing really. And you can just go ahead and beat him up. Nice. Got rid of the enemy fleet that was over there. There goes him. Trireme can come back to heal. By the way, land units can heal wherever, but ships need to be in your territory or friendly territory to heal. So I would need to move him back up there for him to be able to heal. Alright. Can you shoot at him? No, you can't shoot over the hill, but you can shoot at him if I move you there. Aha! Ah! That guy's down. That guy's down. He's on alert. You can just go there, I guess. You're fortifying until healed. You hold this hill. You move over to murder him. And you move over to murder him like that. Oh, you will notice the swordsman is stronger. He's getting bonuses. You will notice that I'm getting a bonus against barbarians, so I'm still going to do slightly more damage. But he's also fortified in a forest, and the swordsman's also stronger than the spearman. So that means if I attack there, that's not going to be a good engagement to engage with. So I'm not going to do that. Something else I'm not going to do is keep playing. I'm so sorry if you wanted to see me take down this encampment, but I guess it's not going to happen. I'm going to go ahead and call it a day here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and save the game. And alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, especially if you've been here watching me just relax and play Civ 5 for 2 hours. I really appreciate that. And I hope I was able to be entertaining and give you a good video, but what I hope more is for each and every one of you to have the best day, morning, evening, night, afternoon that you possibly can. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. And once again, just a friendly reminder, this stuff is sort of why I don't play. This is why I'm a strategy gamer at heart. I love strategy games. They're my favorite game genre of all time. I love them so much. But that's why I don't really play them on my channel. Because I don't think they would make for good content. I like to play them in a different way that people that would want me to play them. And also, obviously, because of what just happened, they kind of take really long. So, they do kind of take a long time. Sometimes you can have an RTS match that's maybe 10 minutes. Or sometimes you can have one that's 6 hours. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah. Maybe I'll play strategy games in the future, but I don't think it would work that well. I think if I made a strategy game series, I think I would have to choose between me having fun or the viewers being entertained. I think with a decent most game genres, you can get both of those in the same video. But I think with the strategy genre, it's not as easy because strategy games are a very niche genre. A very niche genre that is, there's a word that's escaping me. Perused? There's a word, hang on. Frequented. I think frequented is the word I'm thinking of. Strategy games are a very niche genre that is frequented by very niche people. And I just don't think people would enjoy it very much if I played strategy games on my channel the way I wanted to play them. But if I played them the way other people wanted me to play them, then I wouldn't have fun. So it's just, you know, you need to have both to have a good YouTube series, and I think I wouldn't be able to have both if I played strategy games on my channel. So that's why. Anyway, also something I can't believe I forgot to mention that whole time for freaking like 2-3 hours. December 28th right now currently. Merry Christmas everyone. Hope you had a good Christmas. I hope you're enjoying this sort of interim video between the holidays, between Christmas and New Year's. Happy end of 2023 everyone. In a couple days. Happy New Year. Here's to 2024. Merry Christmas as well, everyone, if you celebrate. Hope you had a very good Christmas. I know I certainly did. And with all that now done, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in 2024. I'll see you next year. Ha ha ha!